Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome back to House of Horrors. We're here with Kieu. Hey, Kieu.
Hi.
How's everyone? Kieu has a little goblin avatar that seems insane when he talks, so it's great.
Oh wait, oops. Oh wait, hold on.
Y'all, just in case you don't know Kieu, you have his art right there in the background. One of my favorite horror artists ever. Let me just
Whoa, thank you.
And you got Kieu's Twitter. I'll be posting it from time to time. You got Kieu's Twitter and chat. In case you don't follow him, like it would be weird if you followed me and not Kieu. That would be strange. I don't know. But just in case, like you got it there.
Thank you for shilling for me.
We got a shill.
You gotta always be plugging. That's what I've learned
plug.
being on the internet.
Exactly. I love the little avatar you did.
Oh yeah, thanks. I was originally gonna try to do it with just like still images and having it be rotated and honk, but it looked even more insane than what it currently looks like, which is really funny. But it was unusable. So
well, it worked great. Hey, Enoch is here, Dude is here. Hey everybody.
Hello, hi gamers.
All the gamers are here to support. We love to see it.
We love to see it.
And yeah, God, I really wanted to have you for that first stream I did. I think it was 30K when I got 30K followers and I had a bunch of people. I think you were like moving or something.
Yeah, I was moving. I think it was around the time I was driving from East Coast to West Coast of America.
So yeah, it was like at the time when you were in the road, I believe.
Yeah, God. Let me tell you, nothing is scarier than driving through the heart of America. The Midwest, oh my God, I never want to drive through there again.
It seems like my only exposure to the Midwest is like seeing completely empty, just straight roads in GeoGuessr and being like, oh shit, it's the Midwest again.
Yeah, like, oh my
God. You never know where you have to put your pin. It's horrible.
Yeah, like Kansas, I've never been in a state more square. It was terrifying.
America is confusing to me. But then you moved like several states.
I used to live in New Jersey, and now I'm currently in California. So two ends of the spectrum in terms of like American geography.
Yeah, and how's the change been for you?
A lot of really weird old people where I live. I talked about this, I think, before to a couple friends, but I was out grocery shopping and this old man that looked like Bluto from Popeye, like, kept trying to ask me to come over to him, like, hey, come over here.
Oh no.
In like Armenian, and I'm like, what? Huh? It was like the weirdest day too, because I walked by this weird dude. And immediately to my left was an old lady just on the ground, surrounded by a bunch of people. I think she might have fell. And like,
oh no! What a surreal situation.
I don't know. Oh, there's a lot of weird people in California.
Oh God, I should go over there at some point.
Yeah, you should.
I've only been on the East Coast once.
East Coast is nice, but West Coast was fun. It's very hot here. It's sweltering, but it's like a dry heat, so it's somehow even hotter.
Oh God! Even right now, winter?
No, it's actually been cold. We had like a week of rain in LA, which was really scary.
Rain in LA. Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it?
And in the meantime, here we've had the hottest Christmas on record. It's strange.
Oh man,
it's strange. Things. The world is like, I don't know. Hard to understand.
Yeah, we live in a time.
We do live in a time. God, it's funny. It's funny to think that horror artists tend to be really positive people. And in general,
I've also I don't know with other horror artists, but I'm a very squeamish person and I get scared very, very easily. Sometimes I'll scare myself. I'll be drawing something, I was like, this is really scary.
I don't know. It's weird. There's a weird. I don't know. I think pretty much every horror artist I've met is like generally like a very sweet person. It kind of
Yeah.
runs opposite to what people would think.
Yeah, art college was like that. Usually the craziest people were the people with like the most cute art style.
Yeah, right? It works the other way around. It's like that meme with Junji Ito, who's with the two
Oh
people
yeah,
in the bus, and Junji Ito is all happy
Miyazaki.
looking at the wall, and Miyazaki is all sad looking at the beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
that. It really is like that.
yeah. Well, Kieu is one of my people. It's the reason I struggle to draw horror art. Oh.
Yeah, horror. If you're squeamish, like doing horror art can be I don't know, a bit weird.
Yeah, it's literally. One time my friend was like, "Hey, look, I scraped my knee while skateboarding, and I almost threw up." I was like, "Don't show me that."
Oh God, for me, funnily enough, because I studied medicine, but when I do a lot of medical horror, and I do like things to make people squeamish. Really, like it's like body horror, but not in the gory sense. And I do the kind of stuff that makes me like go oof, like bones, like teeth growing in places, like that kind of weird thing. And I do it to freak myself out, so that I know that that'll freak other people out. I hope, at least.
Yeah, that's kind of my mentality with doing horror art too. A lot of the stuff that I do is like, what would scare me? Ed wants us to throw up.
Yeah. Hey, fire. I do want to make people squeamish. It's fun. Sometimes. It's not the only thing I want to do, but like I like
it's fun. I just don't like seeing it in real life. I don't know.
Oh, I want to ask you. You talk about college, and because it was a thing I was thinking about recently. Your teacher, or one of your professors, was Gary Barker, who.
Oh yeah, Barker.
Yes.
Barker's really cool. I'm glad that he's famous on Twitter now for drawing Garfield with sands and
so that was a big
tires.
thanks to you, right? Or did you have
it was originally an Instagram post. Barker did not have a Twitter, so I just screenshotted it and put it on Twitter and linked it back to his Instagram. And I think one of my friends had him as a teacher at that time that it started going viral, and apparently he kept walking in and out of the classroom saying, "Guys, my stuff is blowing up."
That's a cute thing to say for the person who draws Garfield. Like,
yeah, like it's really funny because when I had him as a teacher, he was like, "I'm really scared people don't like Garfield anymore." Oh. He was like, "I don't." And I'm like, I think a lot of people still like Garfield, really. Just in ways I think Jim Davis probably did not expect.
Yeah. The internet's like love for Garfield is very strange. I don't think. Yeah. I highly doubt that he would understand. But
yeah,
it's been fun seeing Gary's stuff blow up, and
oh yeah, no,
and for some reason, because it must have been like last week or so, I see some, like, I should check my notifications. I see some new followers. I'm like, oh, I recognize that profile pic. I click it, and it's Barker, who's followed me. I'm like, did Kieu have something to do with this? Did Kieu like send some accounts to follow or something like that? Because I checked, and he's following a bunch of our community. So it's like, oh, Kieu must have done something. So I asked Kieu, and he's like, I told him nothing.
I think Barker just followed a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a strange man. I love him though. I'm glad he's following a lot of people in the horror community.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and that made me, because we that day we mentioned what was that book that Barker and a bunch of other artists did?
Oh yeah, it
Garfield's
was
Nine Lives. Was it? Or
Garfield's Nine Lives. Yes, he did the comic where Garfield gets possessed by like an old cat and kills an old lady. That was his.
Yes, it's so good. So I went to read it after that. I found it, and really, it's funny how he was ahead of his time in doing Garfield horror. Like
Mhm.
it's like that book was written. I don't know. I remember when, like 90s, early 2000s. I don't recall.
I think so.
And that whole side of like horror Garfield things wouldn't exist until 2010s. I don't recall what year, but it's so weird to see how he anticipated that in a way.
Yeah, he's always ahead of the curve. He also did a couple other things I think people might know about online. He drew Doctor Doom with a blow-up doll for a Marvel swimsuit edition.
What? Really?
Yes, he did. And I remember the story he told me. He drew it as a joke. If you look up, I think Doctor Doom swimsuit, Marvel swimsuit edition, you'll probably find it. But he drew Doctor Doom with a blow-up doll, and his editor didn't know what a blow-up doll was. So it went all the way to print. It got inked by someone and colored by someone, and it's in print.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So they
I don't know if
they...
you could show it, but yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. So they just never caught him. That's amazing.
I think they caught him after the fact. They're like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
That's even better. He got away with it, you know.
Yeah,
big chaotic
that's what
energy.
I want to do.
I like that. It's maybe want to do a scary Garfield, just to like send it to him, like, you know, look at this.
You should. And you know, everything that Barker sees that's Garfield related, he usually sends it to Jim Davis, I think. So
oh god, yes. Oh, so someone mentioned before, did he see that Super Eye Patch Wolf video, which I think was what got very popular and a lot of people reignited?
I think he might have. I think he did. If not, then someone probably showed it to him.
I assume so, right? Like the students, so, because that video got quite popular.
Yeah, I think he probably did.
Yeah.
I showed him Lasagna Cat too, I think.
Really?
I was.
Oh,
yeah,
that's amazing.
He didn't like it. He did not.
I mean, it's so weird, and if you see it out of context without knowing like the whole like Garfield meme community, I guess, or that whole history of, I guess it would be hard to get what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, Sora sent the blow up doll image on chat.
Oh, there it is.
That's amazing.
It's just really funny. He also drew Morbius, I think, for the swimsuit edition, and like his pencil work, like his sketch that he did, was gorgeous. And then the person that inked it made it look like really weird.
Oh no!
Aww. Yeah,
that's sad. It seems like a fun guy, to be honest. A fun teacher.
Honestly, if you ever get the chance to meet him, I recommend it. He's really cool. He'll probably draw you Garfield. Yeah, I have a lot of his original drawings. What he used to like to do when I had him as a teacher, he would just be drawing all the time, like in class, and he would just throw out the drawings.
Really?
He would draw on printer paper and throw them out, and I'm like, Barker, give them to me now. So I have a giant folder of a lot of his like pen drawings that he did in college.
That's very fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Sell them now. You'll be rich.
Now I gotta.
That's amazing. And the doodles. Give them to me.
Where are they?
Here's another thing I wanted to bring up, because I was checking out your your art on your Twitter. I was just downloading things for the little slideshows thing that's in the
Mhm.
corner, and I saw the brine pool thing you had done. Like
Oh
that was such a
yeah.
fun moment when everybody just suddenly got together and did brine pool. Can you like explain it a bit for if anyone in chat doesn't know what that was, missed that moment on the internet?
Yeah, sure. So I was watching a bunch of animal documentaries one night, and I remember watching this eel in this this brine pool, like that's at the bottom of the ocean, and I just saw it swim in and die. And I don't know why, but it was just hilarious to me. Like if we're on land, like we can see something, but it's really hard to go over it. We'd have to walk around it. But for fish, you can clearly just swim over it.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on with that fish's mind that made it swim into the brine pool, but it immediately started convulsing and it died.
Yeah, it's
And
there's a for folks that don't know, it's like a very very salty pool in the ocean because the water is so
Mhm,
salty it just pools up at the bottom, and
mhm.
it becomes this a place with such high salinity that basically any living thing that goes into it just goes into shock immediately and dies.
Yeah. And I made a couple jokes about it, and I think we were all I think I was in a call with like a bunch of other artists, and we're like, what if we just started posting about brine pools out of nowhere? And we technically successfully got it to trend for some people.
Yeah, and I remember we were watching a movie with Trevor and some other people. I don't recall what movie it was now, but we were in the middle
Mhm.
of watching a movie, and suddenly like there's that people talking, hey, like check what people are posting on Twitter, and I remember like during the movie while I was watching it, I was making a brine pool meme to like get in and I like help boost it, and so it was a completely that's a funny thing. It was a completely like manufactured meme. Like we just got together and said, let's just post about brine pool without context, and it blew up without us. Like we didn't expect,
Yeah.
nobody expected it to blow up. We were just like goofing,
Yeah,
but
I had a couple other people send me pictures saying, "Hey, I think you would find this funny," and I was like, "I made that image." Yeah, I just literally the joke was I just thought it was funny that a fish would just for some reason swim into this pool of just unbridled salt and die. It all started because of that.
it's very
Um,
funny. It's a funny image. I mean, poor fish, but
poor fish, but you know, whatever. I just like things that don't make sense. Like I think one of the funniest things of all time is Dario Argento's Phantom of the Opera, which you guys all have to watch because there's
watch
in the
it.
middle of the movie, out of nowhere, there's a car that's just designed to kill rats, and it has Fantasia music playing as all of these cars, as all of these rats just get pulled up into this car and die.
It's so strange.
One day, I need to have. I'm going to find a Blu-ray version of that movie one day.
You know, if Ryan Paul shows anything, is that if we all get together and decide on something and try to make it a meme, we can potentially do it. Like Brian Paul Living got a know your meme page.
You know you've made it then. You know you've made it
You
if
know
someone
you've
on
made
TikTok screenshotted you a bunch saying, "Guys, check out the Twitter brine pool memes."
That was very funny. Know your meme page. That's like an archive for posterity.
Yeah. But I mean, I've noticed like on I post my art on Twitter, but I feel like most of my use of Twitter just comes from, oh, I remember this really obscure thing. At least one of my followers has to know what it is.
Yeah.
And without fail, at least one person has found the thing that I was remembering. So
crowdsource that. I should do that. There's some very strange those kind of childhood movies that you had on VHS and you remember watching and you have like some very clear memories of it, but have no idea if it ever even existed, right? There's that sort of doubt.
Yeah.
I tried that once, like seeing if anybody recognized specifically an animated movie about two little pigs that went into the city and they got kidnapped and they were gonna get eaten, and it was very traumatic to me as a kid. It was based on like a storybook. Like I think it was a pretty well-known child story, but yeah, it's. I remember that movie very clearly, and I was never able to find it. And I posted it on Twitter, and literally nobody responded.
Yeah, I've had some luck with it. There's still technically one VHS I've been trying to find, but I honestly don't think anyone would have found it because it was like an edutainment VHS I think was made in New Jersey. So I doubt anyone knows where it would be.
God, there's someone from New Jersey that has seen it.
There has to be.
There has to be. Yeah. God, there's another one that I've never been able to confirm. Have you seen the movie Fantasia? I think it was called the 2000 movie Fantasia, but from Disney, which was like a collection of shorts set to classical music.
Yeah.
So I saw it again at some point, and there was a story about a tin soldier and a dancer figurine that fell in love, and it was like a whole love story. And I remember, and the bad guy was one of those clowns that pop up from a box.
Oh, the Jack in the Box?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I clearly remember the end of the movie being the soldier dying in a fire. Like it just fell in the fire and got melted because it was made of tin. I so clearly remember that. And every version of the movie I find has a happy ending where they get together and nobody dies. I was unable to find that version of the movie. And I'm sure it exists. I'm sure there's two versions of the movie. And I happen to have the grisly one, like the bad ending.
You got the evil Disney version.
I got the evil Disney VHS, and it's even creepier because it's like an alternate bad ending that I so clearly and it might just be me making up some memories, right? That's probably the cause, but I so clearly remember that sequence, right?
Yeah. And I've definitely had that before.
It's weird. I got a Mandela effect. Mandela effect, sorry. God.
Oh my God, Flight of the Navigator. Wow, sorry, someone put Flight of the Navigator in the chat. Oh my God, I loved that movie as a kid.
So yeah, Loud says as a kid I remember Flight of the Navigator ending with the ship dying, which never happened. Yeah, I think it might just be like a misremembered thing. But
maybe.
It's weird. It's one of those Mandela effect things. If I was a conspiracy nut, I would believe in the Mandela effect just because of that one movie I saw as a kid.
Please send me your weird, vague memories of things. I love looking up that stuff.
We got an investigator in chat.
Gotta investigate. So if anyone's wondering, just in case anyone might know what VHS I'm talking about, it was about this kid that ended up in a monster world, and all the monsters ate were drawings of things. Ooh. So the kid would just have to draw a bunch of things to feed them, and I distinctly remember there was this awful monster that was just two people in what looked like to be a raspberry suit.
Ooh.
It was disgusting. Like, one of the things that makes me really squeamish is bad practical effects for some reason, because like I always imagine what that
practical effects?
It's like, yeah, it's that, and also like I'm just imagining what the latex would smell like, and it would like make me gag. And I don't know why, but like we were watching Total Recall, and there was this character that they were supposed to meet, and I saw like the guy. It was like a growth on someone's stomach, and it was like made out of like latex and rubber, and I like. Keep in mind, I was outrageously high when I was watching this, and I was eating food, and I had to stop eating, and I had to like close my eyes because I was about to throw up. And everyone thought it was because the special effects were too real for me, but no, it was because I was like, oh, that thing must smell. It's probably rotting in like some storage area right now, and I can smell the foam and latex. It must reek.
The latex, and especially when they're slimy. There's something about the slimy
Oh god.
latex when you can see
Yeah.
very clearly that it's latex.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just makes me want to throw up.
It has a horror of its own, an unintended horror.
It's just the texture profile must be disgusting. Yeah, no, it's easy to make me puke. My friends know about this. I will divulge it to our lovely viewers and listeners now. But human person on Twitter, him and his wife drove out an hour to buy these burritos. It was called a garbage burrito, and they both got these garbage burrito eater shirts. And it was like a fake drawing, and it had like the most disgusting feet, and it just looked like hell. And so they get back home. They're like, look at these really cool shirts. And I look at them, and I just start dry heaving. It was so gross looking. And now, without fail, if you show me that shirt, I will start gagging. I don't know why.
Images that will make Kieu instantly puke. That's amazing.
It's honestly not that hard.
Was it like I'm imagine? Was it like a super realistic drawing, or was it like?
No, it was like those rat fink drawings. It looks like that.
Yeah. I get that kind of style that's like very gnarly just for the sake of it, right?
Yeah, and I don't know why. It just makes me feel sick. Like I can feel myself getting sick now.
Lou, have you seen that shirt? I need to see it now. Someone needs to send me a pic of that shirt. I'll ask Human.
Yeah, you can ask Human. He'll probably, if you ask him, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, sure," and he'll make sure I'm also in the room while he's showing it to you. So I have to look at it again.
Of course, that's part of the charm, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one of my lovely little friend perks. You can see me literally get grossed out. Like, if I even smell something wrong, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I gotta go.
And it's funny that you say that while several drawings that you've made are going through the screen, and they're all like messes of viscera and gore, and
yeah, I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I'm just someone that gets grossed out real easily.
A gross burrito t-shirt will make you gag, but your drawings are like 10 times that, possibly. In a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, I don't know. Something isn't clicking in this brain of mine where feet make me grossed out, but not viscera.
Well, everyone has their things that make them squeamish. I don't know. For me, I think I got over a lot of that body horror or gross, like squeamish thing. Mm-hmm. Like studying medicine and just like exposure by seeing a lot of gross stuff. Yeah, you gotta. But there's still one thing that I cannot look at. That I remember studying that subject in medicine. Mm-hmm. And not being able to look at the pictures in the book because they were so gross that I couldn't study. And it is dermatology. It's skin stuff, like rashes, that kind of stuff. There's something about them that makes me like extremely squeamish. And I don't mind like eye stuff. Like a lot of people are grossed out by, things puncturing eyes. Mm-hmm. I used to be a little bit. Then I saw some surgery and that kind of stuff, and it kind of like I got over it.
Yeah,
but skin. There's something about it. It's.
Yeah, my big thing is like parasites that are like skin, like only skin deep, like botflies.
Yes, it's.
Oh god.
Skin and parasites are probably the two things that gross me out the most. The parasites, they gross me out in a different way. There's mm-hmm. something about an other living being, like using your body to feed itself. That
yeah, for sure.
Like, it has to do with loss of body autonomy. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's just I just don't like people living in my house for free. It's scary. I had a botfly, I think, in me at one point in my life, and it changed me forever in the worst way. I think so. It was like when I was really small, though. I
I didn't
had
know
a
they were
lot
in
of.
America. I thought they were more in
I
tropical areas.
I was in Vietnam as well a lot during that time.
Oh, okay.
But
God,
very scary.
Ooh, yeah. There's something about anything that digs under the skin is
Anything
is
that
too much.
digs.
Anything that digs
Moles are
leaves behind you.
terrifying.
This that I think the grossest one to me is a parasite. It's like a little worm that you get through like contaminated water. It'll perforate your and let me know if this like if at any point this gets too gross and I'll stop.
All right.
It perforates your intestinal wall, gets into your blood vessels. It's very, very small, so it can just travel through your blood vessels, and it usually goes to your legs, where it'll leave the blood vessels, dig into the skin, and just like get really big until it wants to leave. So when it wants to leave, it'll kind of perforate your skin, like make a an ulcer, a little like it'll perforate your skin in some way. So people usually go into the water to clean their wounds in like nature, right? Animals would usually do that. And at that point, the worm leaves and that's their I don't know if it leaves or if it just lifts their eggs out. For some reason, that one is extremely gross to me. I'm sorry in chat if that grossed you guys out.
No, I get you. I think I've heard something about that before. But shit like that's scary. It's just the fact that it can travel through your body.
Yeah,
just makes it
travel
worse.
through your blood vessels. It's something very strange. Opinions on the harmless eyelash Demodex parasites. Oh, those are very cute. I mean, they can be related to some types of acne and rosacea, which is kind of annoying because people have reactions to them. But they are like tiny little. They're arachnids. They're kind of like lice, like very, very, but very, very, very small, and they get mostly into your eyelashes and the pores in your face, and they'll kind of like live in the pores there, and they're harmless to most people. Like most people have them, and if you tell people that they have like tiny little parasites living in their pores, a lot of people will get freaked out. They're harmless though.
Oh man, I see cordyceps in chat. Man, cordyceps are scary. I remember watching a video about them and being like, oh, oh. the sound I made throughout the entire video.
Yeah, I'm just so glad that they don't affect humans
yet.
God. So I think one of the edits I've done that most people have like fallen for or believed a bit too much was when I made a skull and there was some fungi like made out of bone growing out of it, and I made up a story about this epidemic in the 1800s, like a very old epidemic, and the spores, like the fungi just made your bone grow until it left your skin, so it does this kind of growths. It was completely made up. But if you say anything with enough like confidence and authority on the internet, some people will just believe it. And
yeah, my ex believed you. My friend, he saw it and believed it. And I was like, "Don't worry, bro, it's not real." Yeah, I've seen your stuff actually around like that's like isolated from you and isolated from like the Twitter circle. I'll just see it like my other friends talk about it. And I was like, whoa.
Oh, which one did
I
you
know
see
that.
like that?
It's doing numbers.
It's doing numbers. For real. It's one of my like the things that are scariest to me, because I do this kind of like close to reality things that people the idea behind it is that people fall for it, even if it's just for a few seconds, and there's that moment of disbelief, right? When I can control that, it's fine. Like I can just do the whole story, and then right below it say, hey, it's just art, or do a little context to it. I'll often just post the Twitch recording of me making it, so that it'll be very clear that it's art. But eventually, if it gets really big, people will just copy it and get all the context out and just post it as if it were true. And you kind of like lose control of it in a way. It feels
Yeah,
weird sometimes.
that's just the gamble you have when you post online. Even if you like, watermark your stuff or give it as much context as it needs, someone will at one
Someone
point
will.
take it out of its context.
Yeah. It's even if you don't do like close to reality things or things that people will believe. I see it with Trevor's stuff a ton, and it makes me sad for him because there's a lot of people like kind of leeching out of his work, and
Oh yeah,
it kind of like
for sure.
leaves your control in a way. It must be frustrating. I understand that frustration,
Yeah.
Did you get
That's just standard.
a lot of reposts and stuff? Is that something you deal with?
Me on Instagram mostly, not on Twitter so much, but for some reason on Instagram people are constantly reposting my stuff, and like there was like this point in time where they would be posting these awful creatures that I've drawn, and it's like for a self-help psychology Instagram page, and I'm like, what? Why are you using my work in particular? I don't think this is gonna mentally help you get better. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And I've come across, I feel like as an artist, sometimes you just want to look yourself online and see what you find. I found like this Russian thread of a bunch of people trying to figure out the science behind one of my drawings. It was like a drawing I did for a comic of a bunch of cicadas screaming, and I drew it in like a daze. It was for school. I don't even remember drawing it half the time. And they were like, how does this work anatomically? And I'm like, I don't know. Have fun trying to figure it out.
It's on you. I did the art. You figure it out.
I even had a lot of people like to try to find more deeper meaning in my work when I kind of just made it on the seat of my pants. I remember I was at a convention and my art was on display in like a gallery as part of it, and someone came up and was trying to figure out the deeper meaning behind it, and I was like, it's just a bunch of furries. I drew a bunch of furries.
But at the end of the day, that's like, if people want to engage with it like that, it's fine. I was watching yesterday or one of these days. Actually, if Dude is in chat here, it was due to one of his tweets. He was talking about how Goya, the Spanish painter, made all this vent art in the walls of his house when he was like old and going insane, and he made all this vent art in the walls of his house that nobody should have seen, which are the black paintings that have become some famous. And somebody in the comments linked to a video about the black paintings that explained a bunch of them. It was actually quite interesting because it explained some background stuff as well. But they tried to do so many like interpretations and try to figure out deeper meaning. And I'm here just thinking, he probably just drew it. Like he probably didn't mean that super deep context you give it about Spanish politics or... he was just doing some vent art. It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain it. But if people engage with it like that, it's fine. I still love the black paintings.
Yeah. I kind of like that about art, though. I like how it can be interpreted in different ways. Like, art can be either a deeper look into the artist's mind or the person that's looking at its mind. Like, it's like a double-edged sword for trying to figure out what's inside of someone's cranium, which I think is really cool.
That's true, though.
Like, for instance, you can find out someone's a freak or not if they write "I'm horny" underneath the drawing.
Oh god, Lou and everyone's saying that they want to bully me. Guys, don't bully me.
You should join Call More. I don't know.
yes, you did a fun tweet. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, God, when I was working on my thesis, a lot of people were very horny for the creatures I made. And not just on Twitter. When we would have crit, like, literally, I've had people in class, like, people that I saw the faces of and I knew, they're like, oh my god, that's so hot, I'm gonna redacted. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh god. Why would you say that? Like,
Very cool. Thank you for sharing with the
saying it to
class.
someone's face. Like, if you're horny on the internet in your semi private or semi anonymous accounts, I understand why people do
Yeah.
that because they don't have any consequence. But like saying that to someone's face,
Yeah.
why?
I remember I have a very vivid memory. It was I drew, I think, a Thing inspired, like the movie The Thing inspired drawing, and someone's like, "Oh my god, Daddy!" And I turned and looked them right in the eyes as they said that. I was like, "Oh."
Why are people horny?
That's just art school. Art school was truly a very distinct experience for me. Like, I have no idea what regular college is like or medical college, but like art school, you find the weirdos at art school.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of weirdos in medicine as well. I think probably different kind of weirdos, because it's the kind of weirdos that since for medicine, like just to get into medical school, you have to select for people who get good grades. A bunch of those people will be like complete shut-ins and insane, and they only study. They have like no life outside of their studies and their work, and that's kind of sad. And a lot of them were like, a lot of them were freaks as well, I'd say.
Yeah. You know, Kieu, I'm always concerned about being too horny on main. Knowing that there are people who are horny in real life makes me relieved. Honestly, you can be as horny as you want on the internet. I mean, I know, don't make people uncomfortable for sure,
Yeah.
but like, you know, life is short. But it's another thing to like, specifically it was someone I didn't really know that well, and they just said that, and I didn't know how to take it. I was like, huh, that's cool.
Oh god.
So
no, but
remember, oh my god, yeah, my Lady D tweet. I feel like my internet experience has also been me making a fool of myself. I really did not know that my tweet was going to be on Lady D's voice actor reads horny tweets.
Oh, I remember that. That was very good. Your tweets have ended up in the weirdest places. We were talking about that Garfield video before.
Yeah.
That essay. And suddenly I was watching it, and suddenly there's cues to it. It's strange. your tweets end up popping in the weirdest places, and it's always so
yeah.
fun to see them.
I went viral because when Animal Crossing came in, I was like, oh my god, Animal Crossing's coming in, and then I opened the box and there was no game inside of it.
I remember that as well. That's true. Oh
yeah. I just it's very easy for me to trip on the internet. I am unhinged, but you know what? I like to think I'm kind of a chill unhinged and not a scary unhinged.
Yeah. The good kind of unhinged. That's what we should all aim for.
Yeah.
That's
how you do it.
Ice water on horny people, says Enoch. We'll start doing that.
I'm just gonna start staring.
See, even with horny people, like you, I've had strange experiences with people commenting horny things under. One of the weirdest ones was a dead mermaid I did, and it was like a beached whale, but I changed it it to have a human face and arms, and it was literally dead. But I figured like it's a mammal and it's like human-like, so I had the great decision of giving it tits. Like
I remember that
6 tits too, because I was like, it has to be human-like, but sort of like not entirely human. So I gave like, I think it was a row 3, whatever. And unfortunately, that made some people horny. I'm like, that's a dead body.
I think at that point. I think at that point it's also kind of a bit like a joke to be horny at times.
Yeah.
I will say I have a special folder of very weird comments I've gotten. One of the weirdest ones I got was someone was role playing. I've had a lot of people role play on my tweets, and someone was role playing as a werewolf on one of my drawings once. And another person that wrote an entire AU for a comic I did of Red Riding Hood, but gay. Like, Thank you. Thank you for your service.
They made a gay AU of For You comics. That's iconic.
Yeah, which wasn't even really sexual to begin with. It was like it was a class assignment, and it was like Red Riding Hood. So it was a kid, and I was like, okay, bro.
Oh no! Oh,
you do you.
Oh no! Why do people have to do that?
Yeah, one of my biggest mistakes when I was in college, when I was working on my thesis, it's a lot of the monster drawings that I posted a couple years ago were from my thesis, and I was like, what if I just added like phallic and yonic imagery into this? Like, I think it would be funny.
Yeah.
And then people actually found it like erotic, and I was like, oh,
oh no.
Oh, I get it now. I see.
It's a double-edged sword of using, like you say phallic imagery and stuff to make people uncomfortable in a way, to pair that with horror and be like and add an extra element, and people instead just find it horny. Double-edged sword there.
Well, the lines are blurred. I get it.
Blurry. Yeah, but for me, after people being horny for that dead mermaid, I was like, no hope left.
Alien was a nice use of phallic nightmare imagery. You know what? You're right.
H.R. Giger, who I think designed or at least did the base of the Alien, is like basically all phallic imagery.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
I think it adds well to the horror, because it's like, with monsters and that kind of imagery. For me, it's unsettling. I don't find it horny. I don't know. People can interpret it the way they want.
People are monster fuckers. Am I allowed to say that?
Monster fuckers.
People are, and you know what? That's okay. Honestly, like I think it's funny more than anything. I don't get uncomfortable by it, because I like to think sometimes people just like to put comments, and I think they're funny to read, and
I think
they're putting their
it's
truth
mostly
out
just
there.
people being funny, like trying to make a bit, and
yeah.
So I don't take it too seriously. It's
I definitely I don't get uncomfortable by it. I know other people do, but I don't.
I don't. I just find it funny. The one I did find uncomfortable was someone, and this was like had nothing to do with my art, so it's like very strange. Someone tagged me in one of those like tag someone who you do this to, and it was like grabbing a butt. Someone tagged me in it, like a complete stranger, and I think I called him a clown and blocked him. And after that, it was a whole story, because after that, like a week later, I get a DM on Instagram, because I did it on Twitter, and I posted about it. I was like, I had fun with it on the Discord. I posted it privately there. It was like its own little thing. A week later, I get a DM on Instagram saying like, "Hey, I did this, but I didn't mean to tag you. I'm sorry. This is so uncomfortable. Can you please unblock me?" And I was like, God. "Yeah, sure. It's fine." I had fun with it. I unblocked the guy just because of like the fact of having to go to Instagram and having to explain the situation. I found that so funny.
Yeah, I've gotten some definitely weird encounters online. I think the weirdest one was when I was also dating someone at the time, and someone sent me a Ko-Fi donation that says, "I think you're the love of my life. Marry me." And I'm like,
why? Why make it so uncomfortable?
Oh yeah, Enoch one time, a guy DM'd Enoch a picture of his own poop and said he loved it.
What?
Yeah.
Enoch, why do you get the most unhinged people in your DMs? I'm so sorry. And then he went on a rant when I didn't respond.
If someone sent me their poop and said they loved me, I would send them my poop back and say, "I hate you."
I mean, that's the only response, if you do respond. I showed you my shit, answer me.
Oh.
Why does that happen to you?
I showed you my shit. That is so weird. That is so weird.
Enoch, when you come to the show here, I'll have you fish out all your weird DMs that you got.
Show us the poop DM.
Show us the poop. Don't show us the poop picture. Show us the DM. I'm fine with that.
Don't show us the poop picture. Just show us the DM. Man, I just
God.
the internet is so fascinating, and I love that things that probably would have been kept private in the Middle Ages are up to view
right
on the internet.
Think it's like the relative anonymity, I think, that makes people go unhinged.
Well, it's also like there are people that probably would not be known at all, but like they end up being some of the most well-documented people online. Like, someone like, do you know the Temple OS guy? Down the rabbit hole.
I saw Down the Rabbit Hole. I saw that video. Yeah. It's strange how people document, and that can get like very, very creepy.
Yeah, because like all of that person's information's online, and like, you know, he's unfortunately dead, but like he is so well documented.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day, like all we had were diaries and journals, and now like everyone's equivalence to that is their Twitters.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for an archaeologist to find like tweets about Lady Dimitrescu or something and study it.
Oh my God. Yeah, and there's something about internet obsessing over certain people. I find it like really creepy sometimes. There's that whole what's her name? Christian.
Yeah.
It got like so creepy.
Yeah,
like people
like
obsession with her. Like, oh God.
Yeah, like I would say I think Christian is one of the most well documented people in history.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
I watched the documentary, and like they have all of the history and information from literally when Christian was born. Like they have homework, they have school records.
How did they have? Oh my God. They probably tricked her into sharing those details, right?
Yeah, it was. If I remember correctly, it was because Christian wanted to prove that she was Christian, so she would just post all of her stuff saying this is Christian stuff, and
it's strange. I don't know. The internet is weird. It's
fascinating and scary. I think that stuff is very, very interesting, but
and not even
scary.
With like those are kind of like edge cases of some people that are extremely like followed and well known for absolutely nothing, just because the internet decided to latch on to them, and probably because they're a little bit weird. Most of them unfortunately have some kind of mental illness, and that makes people be absolute assholes to them. But apart from that, it's just the fact, like, for example, you and I being out there on the internet and putting your stuff out and being like relatively well known. We're not like well known in the grand scheme of things, right? But there's still a lot of people that know about you. Yeah,
which is terrifying to think about.
It is slightly terrifying, isn't it? Like, for example, for you don't even show your face. I don't know if you've ever shown it.
I would say if someone wanted to, they can probably find an image of me, because I have posted images of myself online before. But yeah, you probably can.
But like, it's not something you'll readily share, right? It's fine. Everyone has their limits. For me, it's like saying, you know, this part of my life is private and this part I share. And, you know, I think people who watch my streams, because I stream regularly, they'll know some stuff about my life, but I don't share all of it. I try to keep a line to, I don't know, keep some sort of distance. I feel like there's this kind of you know, parasocial thing with social media, where people you don't even know a ton about you, people you've never interacted with, and it's very strange. That's like slightly scary.
Yeah, that's something about YouTube that scares me, because it's like some people literally indulge their personal lives as their work life, you know, like
Yeah.
YouTubers. Like, it's not something that I could personally do, but like having to put your like marketing your personality as your form of income is a scary thought to me.
Isn't it?
And people that do that as a living on YouTube, like vlogging and having to document your life that way. Oh,
Oh, Enoch DM'd me the poop saga for my viewing today. Oh my god. I'll read it later. Yes. I'm too curious. I'll read it after the stream.
Val stops streaming and ceases to have a corporeal form. Yeah, it's like, you know, if you meet a YouTuber in real life, it's like meeting your teacher outside of school. I'm like, you exist outside of that? What? Huh?
Yeah. It's strange. It's strange. And at the end of the day, all those YouTubers, like, they share their personal life, but it's always like a version of it.
Yeah. Like,
It's
I
kinda
don't
like,
think
even if
everyone
you don't intend to do it,
Yeah.
if you play up your personality in any way for YouTube, for streaming, that'll end up being quite different to how you probably really are.
Oh, for sure.
And I say that as someone who doesn't play up, and my personality streaming is exactly the same one.
Yeah, I hate when people are
else.
like, oh, I like this person on YouTube or something because they're real. And I'm like, I feel like the internet, you get like only really a slice of a person.
Yeah.
And it's a very manufactured slice of them because, you know, you're a performer on a stage.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. It's always gonna be. Yeah, it's like, for example, talking like this not the same as talking in a voice chat where it's just nobody's hearing.
Yeah. Like, I'm not showing you guys the video where penguins poop all the time. In voice chats, I do that 24/7.
Can be unhinged in different ways.
Yeah, that's my new comedy bit. I was looking up a video of penguins. I think it was like just something for research or something, and I found this video of these penguins just pooping nonstop. Like, they zoomed out and it was like a cloud of white on the land from all of the poop.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that one.
It was incredible.
Yeah, because it was not like discreet. They were like spraying it all over. It was crazy.
And
Penguins
animals are
crazy.
great.
Yeah.
I am very uninteresting when I'm not drawing. Yeah, when I'm not drawing, I sit in silence in like a little can until someone winds me up again. This is now a poop stream.
Poop theme stream.
Poop theme stream. Sorry for finding poop funny.
Kieu, you're gonna stream more, aren't you? I hope so.
I'm hoping to. I'm hoping to try to stream at least every once in a while to draw, because I've been doing a lot of non-personal projects right now, and I think I need at least some type of motivation to work on my original stuff. I have a question for Q when the time is appropriate. Ask away.
Ask away,
if you
want.
Also, if you dare.
Let me do a shout out here. I think I got the name right. Yes, that should bring you guys to Q's channel on Twitch. So go give me a follow, so you'll know when he comes back. It's very important.
Of course. I will be streaming Sekiro speedruns every day of the year. Are
you gonna speedrun Sekiro?
I already did. I think for a stream, I speedran it.
No, I remember seeing you. I don't. I thought it was just a playthrough. I don't recall being serious. Yeah, but you're right. It was a speedrun.
I basically love the amount of body horror art that you post. Is there any specific reason why you like it so much? Let me think about.
You gravitate a lot towards body horror.
Yeah, I would say I'm someone that's a fan of like Guro and body horror, probably from watching Neon Genesis at too young of an age or something. But I personally, I'm a really big fan of like creatures that are kind of human-like but very uncanny, and then it all explodes out.
Yeah. The one that was just popping up on stream is, I don't recall the title of it, but it's this sequence of 3 pictures
it's with Devin.
Yes, exactly. and it starts like with a slightly uncanny guy that just looks like slightly weird, and it suddenly explodes out into this massive gore. It's amazing. I think it's probably one of my favorites from you.
Thank you. Yeah, I just like body horror as a way to like, just as a vessel for art. I think it's really cool looking to draw stuff like that.
And you're great at drawing viscera. Like you gotta play up your...
I do. Oddly enough, I can look at like medical images of surgery and stuff and not get grossed out like at all.
Interesting.
Like even eye horror or like body stuff, it doesn't bother me too much for some reason, because it's a medical photo. So I'm like, okay, it's in a sterile environment. It's meant to look like
you get a different context, so it doesn't affect you the same way. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same seeing like an operation where the surgery where they're opening up someone, and seeing that same thing outside of that context is very, very different.
Yeah. One of the things I've recently been watching while I work is Botched, if you've ever heard of it.
Botched? I haven't.
Botched is a show. Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about Botched.
Let's talk about Botched.
Botched is about people that get essentially botched plastic surgeries and stuff like that, and they have to go in to these two specialists that have to fix the plastic surgery that was botched. It could be from like, there was one really sad one that someone that got concrete put in them.
Concrete?
Instead of... Yeah, like, oh my god. And someone whose like implant like ruptured and it just came out like gook. It was terrifying. Ooh. And yet it intrigues me nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh, you love reality shows like that.
It's
specifically like that, but reality shows.
It's like if I watch something that's actually good, I'm not going to get any work done because I'm going to be too focused on that. Yeah. But if I put on like reality TV shows, then it's just random crying people on TV. So
what's that one? I think I watched it with you at some point, where they did practical effects and like they painted people's faces and they did Face Off. Yes.
I love Face Off.
Oh my god, Face Off is something else.
Face Off, my favorite episode is still when they tried to make anime, and instead of doing cosplay, they made face prosthetics to make them look more like anime characters.
It was disgusting. It was so creepy.
It was bad. Another really good one is Ink Master. In how
it's body paint, right? The same for body paint.
It's inking. It's tattooing. They tattoo.
It's tattoo. Okay, that's another one for body paint, isn't there?
Yes, that one's called Skin Wars, and it's also bad. Well, what I like about those three specifically, it's artists, and not to rat on artists, but we're all insane. We're all overly dramatic. We're all insecure about our own art. Now, when you put them all in a room and make them compete, we will watch Skin Wars again.
Yes.
When you watch these shows, it's like watching just artists from college at each other's throats.
Yeah.
And they're constantly fighting. It's great.
Yeah, and there's always like one that is extremely like obnoxious or arrogant, and it just creates a dynamic that's just very strange and toxic, and it's a fun, like they pick people specifically for that. They know how to pick people to make the shows interesting, but
they pick the artists that are the most insane, and I love it. And especially with Ink Masters, I don't know what it is up with Ink Masters, but every single person on Ink Master at least has one chronic debilitating disease. Like they're like, oh no, the discs in my spine have like ruptured. I can't tattoo anymore. And then judges are like, you're being a coward. I'm like, oh my god. Their discs are misaligned. Let them go home. What a strange
element to add to this show.
Yeah, oh my god. Like I love shows that also have drama in them. Like when I see someone crying on TV, I'm like, yes, you signed up for this. It's great.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I need to find more of this, but the Elevator show was amazing.
The
There's
elevator.
only one episode of it available, and it's not really available anywhere else. And it's not even archived anywhere. I can't find it. It's so sad. Um,
What is it?
the first
Elevator.
Elevator is made. I think it's produced by Blumhouse. It is, from what I could gather from the one episode I watched, they get a bunch of people that think they're going to be on a different reality TV show, and then they walk into the room and it's like full of gore and violence everywhere, and they're like, you have to pass through the trials of hell to win money. And it's like,
That's insane.
yeah, it's made by the Soska sisters. They're the hosts, and like the first like challenge, they had to go through essentially Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Oh my god.
horror house walkthroughs and beat these challenges, and it's like a bunch of scare actors running at you and screaming, and it's great.
Oh my god. Someone find this, please. Someone find
Yeah,
this.
either
It must
we
be
gotta
somewhere.
get a
It
petition.
must be somewhere.
It used to be on Netflix. It's not anymore though. It's sad.
If it was on Netflix, someone must have like archived it and put like a pirated version out there. Some glimpse that we can have of this.
There's only one episode. There's only one episode I could find. It's so sad. But yeah, if you're wondering what I do in my free time, I'm mostly watching reality TV shows. Which I think reality TV shows are scarier than anything someone could come up with, because oh my god.
So I found the pilot on Facebook. Is that the one that you already know about?
Yes, it is. It's the first episode of season 2, I think. So it's not the actual pilot, but yeah, it's a bunch of chefs that are thinking they're going to be on a cooking like reality game show, and they find out that they're in hell.
Oh my
It's really funny.
Yeah, sorry, send me the link just in case it's a different one, so that I'll be sending it to Kieu later.
Yeah, I need more. I just love game shows. Another one. You guys ever want to watch one that just, especially if you're okay with people breaking legs and becoming horribly hurt, Opposite Worlds is another great show to watch. Opposite Worlds was made with duct tape and Gorilla Glue. It's horrible. It's like about, past versus future. Who would win? The people that are well fed in the future, or the people that are sleeping in 30-degree weather with nothing?
Oh my god.
Who will win?
So they put people in horrible conditions. I don't know.
Yeah, where they're eating like raw vegetables and they don't even have a fire going because it's too wet. And then people in the future that, literally get all of their amenities covered. And the first episode, they had them standing on like a 10-foot tall platform. They have to like fight each other off onto like a mat that wasn't big enough. So someone fell off the mat and broke their leg.
No. That seems like an insane, very rich rich person, like Squid Game type person decided to watch people suffer and made a TV show out of it.
Yeah, it honestly kind of felt like a horrible Squid Game type of thing. It was scary.
Oh my god. I need to watch that. It seems insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sora is a great internet detective, so they might be able to find more. Let's see.
Oh, I hope.
Oh, here's another thing I wanted to ask you about.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel to have Junji Ito see your work and react to it?
Oh man,
I think twice.
Yeah, it was twice. It was. I was pissing and screaming both times.
Oh my god.
I remember the first time it happened. It was like Trevor asked me for art for something, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. And then I forgot about it, and then the video came out, and I was like, huh? He seemed like he like was kind of being held there to look at it, which I thought was funny. So he's just like, these are really sweet. Thank you.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. This is sort of like, look at this, like react to this,
react to this now. And he's like, it's very cool. Thank you.
He was very sweet. He seems like such a sweet person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole video is very sweet, and I love seeing like everybody who was featured in it like completely lose their minds.
It was really cute. I like the horror community, and I like that we all freak out at the same time most of the time. Junji Ito is your nice uncle looking at the drawings you made at school. It's true. He put them up on the fridge and everything.
Oh. He seems like the type. I love his comic about just like his personal life and his cats.
Oh yeah, his cats. His insane looking cat.
What's
that
the name
looks like
of the comic? It's like the Cat Diary or something like that.
Yeah,
I think it's specifically the name has something to do with cats specifically. And it's just very sweet. It's like slice of life, but presented in a style. And suddenly there's this horrifying images, but it's just like this cat making a weird face, and it's silly, and you can see that like goofy guy just shine through. It's cool. I like that. I like that.
I feel like most of the horror community is just people that are weird and funny.
Yeah. I feel like I was a bit of a late comer to it. I feel I don't know if I was, but it's been a while already. But
I originally I didn't even know that I was gonna do horror art, because like when I was in college, like I made my business card, which was just like a skull with roses growing out of it, and it was like kind of darkly lit. And my teachers were like, "Hey, that's kind of scary. I don't think you can get work with that." And I was like, "Oh, maybe." So I tried to do more cute things at the time. I actually have it all in the folder, but I tried to do more cute things at one point, and did a couple more body horror things just personally for myself.
Yeah.
And then over the summer for junior year, I was like getting ready to think about what I wanted to do for thesis, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do body horror, and I'm gonna see what I can get away with. And then
your thesis project was I think I saw pieces for it, but like separately. I think there was a little story connecting the thing, right?
Yeah, I did. It's called. You can find it online. It's like Recovered Documents of Silvus Tenebrarum or whatever, which was my thesis. Which don't read it. Don't look too deep into it. I was writing it as I was formatting it.
Oh god.
So the writing's not good. That thing was a nightmare to work on, because at one point the hard drive that had all of my work in it, it was an external and it broke. And then all of my other backups were corrupted, so I had to stitch images together to get it in.
Oh god.
But that's when I started trying to see what I could get away with, and I guess I worked well enough that the teachers let me get away with it. But I remember one of the things I remember the most from school was I was working on something. My teacher came up to me and said, "You know, you're probably not even going to be doing horror art in like 2 years. You're probably going to be working at Hallmark making greeting cards. Like you're going to be drawing cute stuff from now. I know it." And I was like, "Well, maybe so."
That's a weird thing to say.
And here we are.
And here we are. Screw that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make greeting cards, but with body horror. I think there's a market there. I'm sure.
Maybe so. Yeah, I got discouraged from doing the stuff that I wanted, because at least my mentor at the time too, he constantly talked about, "Oh, you need to do this to be successful in the art industry. You need to do less. You need to do stuff that's more for a general audience. You need to do greeting cards. You need to do more marketable artwork, and you need to do stuff that's for a portfolio, quote unquote." And they really made you feel like you had to pick one discipline to get into, when in reality, you know, you can have multiple portfolios for different jobs.
Yeah, of course.
And like I lucked out. I think my stuff ended up getting really popular online, so I was able to kind of find my own work through that. Not everyone gets the luck and like the connections right off the bat to get an online presence.
Yeah,
which I completely get.
There's a lot of luck involved. And like I think a lot of it is this community, because we all like share each other's stuff and try to uplift the ones that have more followers will try to uplift the others, and kind of like help each other through that. And
I've had some Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah. What's wrong with that is when you try to uplift people, like retweet some of their stuff, sometimes it just gets drowned in the algorithm anyway.
Yeah,
It's
it can help, or it can be a drop in the bucket. But
yeah,
it's I think it's very satisfying when you share someone's work and you're like, oh, this should definitely be seen by more people, and you see it blow up after, and it's like I helped a bit with that.
I did that.
I love that.
Yeah, but sometimes, like, I want to showcase an artist and then ends up like no one even looks at it. It's like there's so many logistical things when it comes to online, like what your audience would also like, and what I think more than anything, it's less about gaining more followers and more about getting the right audience that's willing to support your work. Like, I have friends that like have maybe 1,000 followers or so, but they're making a living online because their audience is the right audience that buys their stuff.
Yeah, that
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
Internet is weird. I hate social media.
it's such a, it's like a maze. It's nightmare sometimes.
It's a nightmare, and I go online and I see the same 5 images and I go to bed.
Yes.
Same shit.
Also, y'all. I'm gonna plug here. Go give some money to Kieu on Patreon.
No, not Patreon. I turned it off recently.
Oh, you turned it off. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I took that from you. Then coffee. Do you have coffee? Oh, did you turn it off?
Yeah. So, long story short, I'm working on a large project right now. That's like gonna be taking me out a year out of commission. I'm not gonna really be able to work on anything else, and
Yeah.
I accidentally left my Patreon on and I forgot to pause the billing, and I was like, I can't add more things to manage, so I just turned it off altogether.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, God, I wish I had more.
Yeeting money into Kieu's Patreon void.
Throw money into the void.
As an offering.
As an offering to Patreon.
Just give us your PO box to drop exactly $1 in there. Yes.
If you throw money into the air, I'm gonna fly by and catch it. Don't worry.
Yeah, Kieu is able to do that. You guys know.
It's true. My mouth is wide open. Just throw it.
But yeah, that kind of thing, like Patreon and it's kind of. I'm happy that you got a stable. I don't know if it's a commission or something a bit more stable. But
yeah, it's contract work, so it's technically more stable than online stuff, which sucks because it's like in college I was getting ready to start tabling at conventions. That was going to be my main mode of income, and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And I keep hearing horror stories from people at cons now. I tabled at one convention this summer, and it was fun, but oh my god, I don't think I'm ready to go back into tabling with everything that's going on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And is it something, because I have no idea about this, like that specific part of art, because I'm not like a really big convention goer or anything, but that's something you can make a living on, just like going through conventions and selling.
Yes, it is. It's very exhausting, though. I know someone that does like 54 conventions a year. Keep in mind there are only 52 weeks in a year, so
oh my god.
I don't know. I think crazy. It's like them and their partner would go to different conventions with their art to sell, and like I had one summer where I did the convention circuit, and it was like 3 weeks in a row where I had a convention back to back, and it would just, I would be driving for hours to get to a place and then immediately drive to the next one.
Oh my god, yeah.
And like my old table partner, he loved to not sleep and drive through the night, so I would go into this convention just out of my gourd, not slept in a couple days.
Oh my god.
And also it's like I love conventions personally, because it's like you know your comment section on Twitter. Imagine that, but in real life. That's that's what conventions are like. You know, sometimes you'll get weirdos that come up to you and talk, and then you'll get people that are like, "I've been following you forever. Here's candy." It's like, wowie. I've had some weirdos come up to me at conventions though. This one guy, my friend, my table partner, who's also at the time, I think it was human person on Twitter. He just came up and started showing me his dragon OCs. It was really cute. It was really cute, but he was also holding up a really long line. Like people were trying to buy stuff, and he's like, "Look at my OCs."
That's uncomfortable.
I've only had one bad instance where a guy was hitting on me at a convention where he's like, "This is my last Airbender OC. They're a lot like you," and I'm like, "Get away! You're not allowed to talk to me anymore."
Oh my god.
But conventions are fun. It's a really good way to meet other artists and get connections. It's just, you know, you have to deal with anime fans or gamer bros that I don't know what is it that's really funny. But at least once at one convention, someone will try to explain to me H.P. Lovecraft and horror art or Bloodborne. Like they'll try to be like, "Do you know what Bloodborne is?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm selling prints of it right there." It's just, you know, conventions are a way for people to communicate, and you know, if you see an artist at a table, they're a captive audience. They can't go anywhere.
Oh god.
They're not gonna be able to say, "Please get away." They're not gonna be able to run. They're stuck at the table.
Bloodborne to the horror artists.
Oh my!
Come on.
My favorite too is hearing people make fun of your art from far away, thinking that you can't hear them.
Oh no.
Like, I was walking, someone came up to the table and they wanted to see my table partner's art, and I was like, "That's okay." And they're like, "Oh, what about this other artist here?" And they were pointing to my stuff, and their friend was like, "Oh, that stuff looks really bad. I don't want to look at that."
Wow. Okay.
Right in front of me as I was looking. I made eye contact with them as they said that.
Oh my god.
Conventions are great. They're great. I promise, they're fun.
Oh, you draw horror art? Name every horror.
Gabagool. That's it.
That's all of them. Oh my god. Yeah, like social media in real life. So for me, I live in a very kind of like sparsely populated, remote area of the country. I'm not like near any big cities, so there's like a small convention in like the two cities I'm closest to. There are like a couple, one convention in each, and that's the ones I've gone to. Like it's just local stuff. I've never like traveled too far for that kind of stuff. Something I'm super familiar with.
They're fun.
Insane, even in the small ones. But it's fun.
I don't know much about European conventions. But I heard that they have a lot of regulations on what you can sell there, at least at some conventions. I heard there's one anime convention in France that's really big. I don't know. Oh, hi, Han. Bad Dog's here. Hi. I don't know why I did that voice. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, no. I just remembered. No, the worst convention experience I had was someone that was dressed up as a train conductor with a dog hand puppet and was talking to himself with the dog. And he came over and started talking about my art. I was about to leave the convention already because I wasn't having a good time. But this guy came up with his dog and started talking and trying to talk to me with the hand puppet dog, and after that I left the convention. I couldn't do it anymore. It was the worst.
I've had enough.
That was terrifying.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I can imagine. I understand like the whole Twitter comment sections, but in real life.
It really is.
I would go there. If I went there and posted my art, people would be like, I'd just get a line of people saying, "Hey, is that SCP? Have you done SCP this much?"
Oh God, I really like SCP, but I also hate SCP at the same time.
Same. I mean, there's a lot to love and a lot to hate.
Yeah.
Mostly like the site itself and the people who create stuff for it is fine. The
Hmm.
problem is the the children who watch SCP videos on YouTube. And
Yeah.
it's a lot like that Boss Baby tweets where it's like people person who's
Boss
seen,
baby.
you know, the
Lots
one, and
of
people person
boss
who's
baby
seen.
vibes.
Yes, exactly. Getting a lot of Boss Baby vibes from this. It's like
Yeah.
if you only um, interaction with horror on the internet is SCP, because yeah, no, it's like very big and you get a ton of
Mhm.
million YouTube videos on it.
Yeah, I've
If
had
you,
someone ask if they could make an SCP for my work, and
that's
it's technically
weird.
my original IP, so I can't. I
Yeah,
just
that's weird. That's a weird thing to ask, though. Like, eh, why would
I'm
you?
glad they asked instead of straight up do it, honestly. I'm
Yeah,
glad they
I mean,
asked
they
instead
would
of
have.
me finding out.
Yeah, they,
Yeah.
if in any case if they did do it, it is copyrighted by you, and it would, like, at least according to current rules. Before, back in the past, Wild West, people posted
Mhm.
any kind of image and didn't care about licenses until they started actually getting into legal trouble. So
Mhm.
now they're kind of like strict with what kind of images you can post.
Yeah.
Which is why like SCP writers like are in really really huge need of pictures. And
Yeah.
I did a couple of them because there was this contest, this SCP contest for
Oh, I remember that. I think I
the
actually did a
6,000.
piece for someone for that too.
Oh, did you? I didn't know
I
that.
think I did. I don't remember though. I don't remember who or what I did it for, but I remember someone said this is for an SCP thing, and I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, the only like if people commission art and for a specific SCP, I'm all good with that. I did those couple of ones, and just through word of mouth, because they
Mhm.
happen to be pretty big authors. Cactus and Rounderhouse, if someone in chat knows them,
Mm.
pretty big authors in like current SCP, and so they just through word of mouth is spread, and now every so often I get SCP authors asking for pictures. So
Ah.
I bet if you whenever you finish that contract work, if you need work, I bet like a ton of SCP writers would love your kind of stuff. It
Whoa.
fits the vibe so well.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get back into commissions. More than anything, I just need to finish my own book. Because my thesis is a very skeleton version of what I wanted, and I want to do it justice and actually write a story and not write it the night before it's due.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What are you planning to do with the book? Do you want to like finish a concept and fish for a publisher, or you're trying to self-publish? Do you have an idea for that?
I was thinking of possibly just posting it online, like just free or something. Either that or get some type of funding to kind of make it into a book on my own.
I think uh, like you have enough people interested in your work that you could open one of those crowdfunding things, and
Mhm.
using that money you can even if you don't like actually make a lot from it yourself, just
Mhm.
use that money to get people who can make it into a physical book for you and print this many copies, at least for the backers and stuff. And you know,
Mhm.
it's at least you have a physical thing out of it, right?
Yeah, I think more than anything, it's just I want to create that thing for the sake of creating, just so I can have. Here's Kieu's big book. Look at it. You will look at it.
You will look at Kieu's big book.
Because it's kind of like something that I've always wanted to do, and it's gone through a lot of different phases of what it's gonna look like and stuff, and I finally figured out a good format for it. One day, one day it will be
One day.
seen. Um,
I'm exactly on the same. I have exactly the same plan as you, so I'm posting.
Good to know we are all in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
posting all
it was
what I want to be my book, which is the whole series with. Well, I have
Mhm.
several series that I could potentially turn into a book, but the whole Megalomorpha with insects series, I would love to just do a full book on it and I kind of expand on it. For now, I'm posting it all online because I'm silly and I don't know how to monetize myself, but
Yeah, I mean, I want to make my book able to be read by anyone.
Yeah.
If you can't, like, at least look at it.
Yeah, just see
And
it.
if you wanna financially support me through that, thank you. But I wanna create that thing for the sake of creating, at the very
I
least.
agree. I'm posting all this stuff online, and at some point I might make it into a book, and that could be fun. But the stuff will still be online. Like, it's just gonna be a separate way to enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have exactly the same plan. I love that.
All artists have the same stupid brain cell.
Yes, down to the I have this plan, but I have no idea how to publish it. That's exactly where I am.
Yeah, I mean, I have some ideas of how to publish because I had a couple teachers. They wanted me to publish a children's book actually because I pitched something to them and they're like, "Wait, this is an actual idea you can pitch as a children's book." So they told me a little bit about it. Like, I think you need more than anything just a proof of concept and not the full book.
Yeah.
They need just enough to be like, we will give you the money to finish this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like having something written already, like to show what it's gonna be, what the full thing is gonna be.
Yeah.
I'd love that children's book. That's fun.
Yeah, I children's book seems like a fun venture. I know you can make mad stacks if you get into children's book. It's just the trouble is just breaking in like any other art industry. I
mean, yeah, that makes sense. We did a horror children's book. I would love to see that. How you scare children.
Wow. Siren Head children's book.
I mean, they would love
Trevor
it.
should do that. Trevor, get on that.
You should do that. Trevor, are you listening? Siren Head chldren's book. This is the
If Trevor is in this room right now, make your presence known.
That would be, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of space for horror and children's media.
I feel like children love horror.
They do.
Like,
I loved horror as a kid, so I'm extrapolating that to every kid now.
Yeah, like I literally started horror because I loved horror Vocaloid songs. Kids love things that are scary.
Horror Vocaloid songs, I love that.
And for real, I've talked about it before, but the horror Vocaloid scene was very prominent in like mid 2010s or early 2010s.
Horror Vocaloid.
If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have me now. Thank you, Miku.
That's deep Kieu lore.
Deep Kieu lore is I listened to Alice in Wonderland Vocaloid songs that were all bloody and gory.
Oh my god. Did we all have that edgy phase? I think we did.
I know I did. I drew creepy ghosts and I was like, murder, blood.
Amazing. I loved creepypastas.
Oh god, creepy. I loved Ben Drown as a kid for some reason.
Have you read it again recently?
It's not good.
It's not good. How did I like that as a kid? That writing, my god.
And like Jeff the Killer, like the original Jeff the Killer story is.
The writing.
You know what? It's our roots.
Yes.
Even if it's crazy.
There's some actual good stuff. I mean, standouts for me is Scandal Cove, which I still remember very
Scandal Cove is very, very good.
And the original story is very good. The show they made is very good.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I'll announce it already because I can't. I said I would announce it today. The guest for next podcast in 2 weeks is Chris Straub, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's the one who wrote Candle Cove and Local 58.
Whoa! Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm big fan of him. So I
love horror.
Yeah, we'll talk about creepypasta, I'm sure.
Yeah, I actually didn't really start watching horror movies until college. Actually,
really?
I liked horror anime and I liked like kind of horror Vocaloid, of course, but I didn't really watch that many horror movies until college when my friend showed me, I think, Alien and Scream within the same weekend, and I was like, I hope this doesn't change me as a person.
That's two good movies to start on, to be honest.
Yeah, I did watch a lot of horror movies in high school. My family loved watching like the worst ghost movies of all time. Like they loved Paranormal Activity. They
Oh my
loved the
god.
American remake of Grudge. Like those were the type of
Oh
horror movies
god.
they liked, and I couldn't stand them because they were too loud.
Yeah.
And then I watched The Thing,
the
and I was
jump
like,
scary kind of movie.
oh god, I hate jump scares because they're
Yeah.
not scary. They're just
They're annoying.
coming out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, there's a place for them if they were executed. That sometimes it'll be fine, but jump scares just for the sake of it. It's like,
yeah, of course you would like The Thing. Yeah, I like The Thing.
of course.
I'm a freak.
I mean, it's like the most quintessential Q movie, I'd say.
Yeah, honestly, that and a movie that I wouldn't recommend to anyone that I really like is From Beyond. It's made by the guy that made Reanimator, and I remember when I was watching Reanimator, I was like, "Is this guy a sex freak?" And then I watched From Beyond, and I was like, "Okay, this guy is a sex freak." And it's like a lot. There's a lot of sexual assault themes in movies like Reanimator and From Beyond, but I also absolutely love some of the imagery and how weird it is. Oh, Phantom of the Opera 1998, hands down. Hands down, one of the best horror movies I've ever made. The first time I saw Kieu's art was one of the screen redraws they did. Oh yeah, The Thing! I did do some drawings for The Thing. I really liked those. I should do more of them.
You should.
I want to do some Lost Boys fan art because I watched Lost Boys recently and it changed my brain chemistry.
I'd love to see that. That and The Thing fan art. Like it's like so made for you. Like,
yeah, it was really funny. I didn't watch The Thing until after I started working on my thesis, and my teacher was like, "Oh, do you like The Thing?" And I was like, "I've technically never watched it yet."
That's funny. You converged. That's convergent evolution.
Yeah, pretty much.
That'll happen a lot to me when I start doing art of something and somebody will say, "Oh, this must be inspired on X and Y," and I had no idea about its existence. And then often I end up loving it because it's like, it ends up doing the same thing as you. So
yeah, for sure.
That happens a lot. My media literacy is not as good as it should.
Yeah, I didn't really like watching movies before. I literally didn't watch movies until I kind of got into the horror community when, we would all watch movies together, and I was like, "Oh, movies are good."
Movies. That's a thing.
Yeah, my mom, she loves every single movie she's watched. She's the perfect audience member. She just loves anything you put in front of her. Like, she'll laugh at every single bad joke, and I'm like, I can't do that. I like watching things that are bad.
That's an energy to live by. I love it.
I wish I had that energy.
I wish. That seems fun. But Q. Okay, should we show the thing we have prepared?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, my collection of photos.
Okay, so that's I like to do. For chat, I like to do with everyone who comes in a little pre-prepared thing, and with Q we decided to fish out some very old art and show it to everyone. And
yeah,
I kind of like self-roast a little bit, but that's fun.
I have a mix of. Okay, hold on. That's not. Oh, sorry. So I have a mix of. I am not showing you guys my Five Nights at Freddy's art.
Oh my god.
Or maybe I will. Sorry, you guys get to see my Yakuza background.
Yakuza background. That's perfect though.
Don't tell anyone I'm a Yakuza fan. But I have a collection of both. Maybe I will show the FNAF fan art. Maybe.
Please.
Well, here's one of them.
Oh my god! I had no idea you had done Five Nights at Freddy's.
This was when I was in high school, I think.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I drew I drew a lot of Five Nights. I drew so much Five Nights at Freddy's and Steven Universe fan art in high school for some reason.
That's
Kieu, were you on
amazing.
Tumblr? Yes, I was. I was known as Me First Wiener, I think, on Tumblr. It's still up. And then I have my art Tumblr. I do this.
Oh my god.
This
That's
was when I
so
was in high
good.
school. Which apparently the art I did in high school was really good for a high schooler. But I did a lot of I need to find it again, but for some reason I was obsessed with Glass Joe from Punch Out.
Glass
as a
Joe from Punch Out.
I don't ask me, because even I don't know.
That's amazing, though.
This was the first piece of art I ever posted on the internet.
Oh my god, Naruto fan art.
It's
extremely cute.
I will have to. I might just post this online. I did not
Please.
scan it in. I won't post it unless I can scan it in. But I have a comic I drew when I was in elementary school, or no, middle school. I think it was middle school.
Oh my god.
It was Naruto versus Iron Man, and it was a comic I made as a child. Will I show it? If I can find a good scan of it, maybe.
Oh my god.
This was
Naruto
another
versus
really cool
Iron
drawing that
Man.
I did.
Oh my god.
This
Is that
one's
Kingdom
awesome.
Hearts?
I think it's supposed to be Kingdom Hearts. I don't think it's supposed to be he has a gun! I don't know if this is supposed to be a specific character,
They
but
gave
yes.
Kingdom Hearts a gun.
They gave Kingdom Hearts a gun. I think this was supposed to be an original OC, but this is a self-portrait I did as a child.
Oh, that's so
really good. It's really good, right?
That's amazing.
It's the Naruto headband, the Sharingan, and the Keyblade.
And the Keyblade.
really makes
what a
it.
crossover.
See what else I can find here. I
there's
do
so
JoJo
much.
fan art.
Yo, I didn't know. That's amazing.
I love JoJo. JoJo's a big thing for me.
JoJo's great.
I love JoJo. It's really weird.
It's weird. Yeah, it's like just weird and doesn't try to hide the weirdness. It's very sincere.
I am a weeb. Okay, I'm about to delve into some of the deep, dark dredges of my life. I'm really sorry.
Ethan renders I'm seeing in the corner there.
I'm really sorry, but I was a Hetalia fan as a child.
Oh my god.
And
deep Q lore.
Deep Q lore. I was a Hetalia fan.
Oh my god.
I regret deeply everything I've done. The sins behind I have so many demons it would kill me to turn around. I also, this was I think one of my first digital drawings.
Oh my god.
It was I followed the directions on how to draw an anime book.
Oh man. Did you have were you starting out with a mouse, or was this already?
Yes, and this was on MS Paint.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's really good, right? Shooters just says, "I can't wait for you to get into voice chat." I'm so excited to go back home and have all of my friends tear me apart.
There you are.
Let's see what else.
Oh my god. Oh, this is amazing.
It's really good.
I love it.
Oh man, I was a child. I also this is when I was edgy.
Everyone was cringy as a child. I think that's just nobody can hide from that. You can only accept it and have fun. Like,
yeah, no, there's a reason why I saved it all.
Of course.
Oh.
Fangirl.
Ed, show us your cringe.
Oh my god.
Another really cool drawing I did
So good.
with the Hetalia mochi on top, of course.
Ed, show us your cringe. Oh yes. I'm gonna show my own cringe later. Don't think I'll have Kieu show all his
I'm
cringe.
being nailed on the cross here. Cool story. You see the little the little hair things that Hetalia characters had? I really wanted one as a kid, so I cut my hair.
No.
And I fucked it up.
Oh no.
my mom was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, that's amazing.
There it is. More Hetalia fan art.
I've never watched
I
Natalia,
am a
so this is
fucking
only.
weeb. Oh, when I was a really big fan
Oh.
of Phantom of the Paradise in middle school.
Oh, I thought that
So
was Berserk.
yeah, a lot of people mistake the Phantom of the Paradise helmet with the Berserk one. I think because it's really similar.
And maybe there was some inspiration. I don't know which way it
Probably.
goes because I don't know where it
This is
came from.
truly the worst thing I think I've ever drawn.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they have little flags. They have little flags.
Dude, isn't it great?
Amazing.
Everyone's booing me.
Everyone's cheering for you. Everyone's like on their
Everyone's
standing up and cheering. Is that from Vocaloid?
It is. Her name is Kalmka, and she is a skeleton bug thing with an exoskeleton that looks like Miku.
Oh my god.
And I drew fan art of her.
That's so good.
There's also this. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I have all of this.
I have a dark anime past, and I'm not afraid of it. But I also have, I think, some high school stuff in here too, which this was the children's book that my teacher wanted me to do.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
But this is a secret. Not really, because it's going to be on a broadcast. But this was Yakuza fan art.
What? Yakuza fan art.
And I'm not even joking. It is so. The character on the right is a Yakuza 0 character, and I drew Majima as a monster guy, and everyone in the Yakuza fandom after that got really horny for the Yakuza characters, but like as monsters, like as monster guy.
God.
And so as a joke, I was like, guys, I'm gonna do it. And then I did it, and the teacher's like, wait, this is actually a really good idea, because the character on the right is like blind.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what if I did this? And teacher's like, can you pitch this as an actual book? And I was like,
I love this.
So yeah, I got away with that.
That's so good. Get away with it, but that's like extremely cute of you.
Yeah, very, very cool and cursed cool art. Here's my Vocaloid fan art. There it is.
Vocaloid fan art.
The Alice in Wonderland Nightmare World.
Oh my god.
Vocaloid characters.
That is so good.
Yeah,
it's really good. The influence you wield, yes.
I feel like the thing about me with my time at school was I could get away with a lot of stuff because they're like, well, your art's good enough that you can get away with it. But that led me to make some pretty bad stuff, such as Yakuza fan art for children's book.
But if it works, it works. The children don't have to know it's a fun game about Yakuzas.
Yeah, I guess. I think. Oh, here's Yakuza fan art.
Oh, that's very good though.
I think this was like there's a Yakuza movie, and that was specifically fan art for that. I'm gonna. Maybe you can start showing some stuff, but I'm gonna see if I could find my another dark secret is I was also really into Attack on Titan.
Oh my god!
In high school, so I have a lot of Attack on Titan fan art, which is truly awful.
Yes, let me pull up my very old stuff.
You gotta. Oh wow!
Display capture here. There we go, and there you go. That's my desktop. Don't look at the mess too much. This okay. I'm also gonna share it with you on Discord so you can see it.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'll share my screen. There we go.
Whoa.
Oh, you can see it live. Okay.
Whoa.
So
okay.
This I'm really organized with my stuff. Like, this is everything I've done in the past few years. It's all in organized by
Mhm.
month and year. But if you go back enough, you get stuff from 2010. This thing here was probably one of my first, if not my first ever Photoshop edits. This is like, I was
Whoa.
literally learning the ropes. So my mom is a graphic designer, and so she had the full Adobe suite, and I just like started using it and started combining pictures, and just for fun. Like I was what, 12, 13, 2010, 13. I was 13. And, I started doing this, it was that time when memes with like those kind of like black edges started doing. So I just did that and did like, this says bad luck in Spanish. And it was an extremely pixelated giraffe. Like, just look at the edges here. It's gnarly. This is gnarly.
Wow.
And I was like, this one might have been my very first Photoshop thing. I don't know which one was the first because I don't know the exact day, but it's a fake Windows alert saying, do you want to control the world or something? And it's like, accept, and it made this little icon. It was incredibly cringy.
Wow.
But it was, God. And back then I played Spore a lot, so I did this.
Oh, you're a Spore head.
I'm a Spore head, and we had this little community of mostly Spanish folks on there, and I started doing like posters for them so they could use as desktop backgrounds. And this is very funny because I just did this one which just had the Spore logo and our creations in the back. Like I picked one from every. And I still see this image in places around the internet when people just started using it in articles about Spore. And you'll see it sometimes pop up. It's very strange because I made it as a 12, 13-year-old.
Wow, you're powerful.
I'm extremely powerful. You want to know one that I made that, God, okay, this might be, yes, 2013, 2012. I did this. Here, Napoleon.
I think I've seen this one before.
So this,
I might have.
You very probably have seen it. I did this like learning Photoshop, and I just posted it to my DeviantArt, which still exists. It's still out there, but somebody reposted it, and it started like spreading around the internet. And I've seen it everywhere. There's people selling this on t-shirts, on Redbubble. It's like literally everywhere. And I feel very bad because I was a kid that literally had no idea how to source his images. And the T-Rex render is like from some very cool artist that did amazing dinosaur renders. And I never asked for permission. I just took it and did this. And then other people took it and sold it. And now I feel very bad. I'm sorry to that artist. It's a very good T-Rex.
Yeah, I think somewhere I have something very similar. I just lost my train of thought. Ignore me.
But this one like spread around the internet, and I did those sorts of things. God, okay, you remember Nyan Cat?
Yes.
I don't know how to say it. I made a fake movie poster for.
Did people believe it?
I don't know if they did. I don't think it spread too far, this one, but the Pop Tart in the shoulders is a highlight.
Whoa, the warp tool's really working overtime for that.
The warp tool. No, this is epic. It was very epic. I was edgy as well. Look at Mr. Unclean. He has guns.
Whoa!
I
could be evil and show everyone my my Steven Universe fan art.
Yes. Please save it.
Let me see if I find it. Yeah, I'm going through. This is just hit after hit.
But, you guys remember those memes that had the horrible colors in the background? I did those. It hurts the eyes so much. But the compositing is not that bad. I like how the sunglasses worked on the... Like, it works fairly well within... I'm self-critiquing here, trying to be nice to my 13-year-old self. Uh,
Honestly, I think it's important to keep your cringy art too.
yeah,
Like,
it's cringe and it's fun and it shows like the growth, right? So I did this. Um, I tried to make a big scary cowboy with guns in his hands into this cutesy thing. So I don't know. Oh my god. Then there was this time here. You see the 2014. There's like not a lot because I was not doing a lot of Photoshop. But just doing like small things here and there, like the sun bear.
wow.
Sun bear was the metal vocalist, of course. There's me on a dinosaur, which again I probably stole from somewhere.
Now this pic goes hard.
This pic goes hard. Yes, guys, feel free to screenshot this pic.
I think this is very telling of me, but I drew mostly Jasper fan art from Steven Universe.
God. And let's see. There's nothing from 2015, and that it's because I was doing drawings, and
Are we gonna
I
see
tried
some
to draw
originals?
for some time. I don't know. I don't have any. Oh, I don't have like a lot of it isn't scanned. This is a raccoon, a very cool raccoon.
I'm sorry for laughing.
No, it's very funny.
This pic goes so hard.
This pic goes so hard, though.
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh my god. This one 2013, so it's also quite old. Let's see. Digital. I got some stuff from, oh my god. This is like some of my very first drawings. So this is a cobra that was entirely too short.
No, it's perspective.
It's perspective. The face is like not that bad, but like I don't know why the length didn't pan out. Let's see. This one is just a very bad pun in Spanish about the word llama and the word flame being the same. So it's a flaming llama.
Wow.
It doesn't work in English, but there it is.
These pics go hard.
These pics go so hard. Oh, this one goes so hard. Guys, feel free to screenshot.
That looks like something from a WikiHow article.
Oh my god, it has that vibe. That kind of desaturated vibe with the line art. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. It's great.
These pics go so hard. Let's see.
Feel free to screenshot.
Feel free to
I drew Markiplier fan art.
I don't think I ever finished this one. I never finished this one. This one was supposed to be Cold Hands from Game of Thrones, and I was just trying to do like an edgy character riding a moose, and I never really finished it. Like I got some detail on the character, but I never really did the background of the moose too. I got tired. It was too much.
Hey, it's an artistic choice to keep it white in the back.
It's an artistic choice. Hippos only do this when they're very depressed, says Lou. It's good to know.
Please be careful. Hippos
Here's a study
only
from a photo. I think this it's me as a kid. So this is advancing in time. It's not as bad. It's a study.
Oh god. I don't think I'll be showing my Attack on Titan fan art. I don't know if I can.
Oh my god. Okay, this one is a from Samurai Champloo. And I just redrew it as a sort of minimalist thing. Which honestly, when you're not that good at drawing, the minimalist thing is probably good. Oh my god, do you want to see one that goes very, very hard?
Yes.
Oh my god, this pic goes so hard.
Were you a dinosaur kid, Eduardo?
I was a dinosaur kid. How did you know?
Were you a dino kid?
Oh my god.
Oh, these go so hard.
I mean,
bro.
the line art version works better though. The line art works better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. So
also, I found some more funny images.
Ooh. Okay, keep them in a folder and we'll go back to them.
But I'm enjoying looking.
I'm still not great at drawing, but this is just a recent experiment.
I will say you are better than some of the people I went to school with, and those people graduated. So.
Oh my god. No, I mean, I could be better if I did it more, but at the end of the day, a lot of things are, the same skills can translate a lot from what I do and the all the lighting work I do on Photoshop to drawing, so it shares a little bit. Dino NFT, oh my god,
Oh
that's extremely
no.
cursed. That has NFT vibes. Oh my god. I have some pixel art. Oh, that's the flame llama, but that's pixel art. I think it works way better as pixel art.
Yeah, that looks like something from an indie game on Steam. That's an alpha.
Yes. Oh my god. This one with hexagonal
Whoa.
pixels. I think it was my Steam avatar until recently because I never bothered to change it. That must be like 2014 or something like that. But yeah. Then I went back to Photoshop and it's a silly one. I just did it in 5 minutes for my friends, but I edited myself I did a mirror selfie as Louis XIV, I think. Yes, Louis XIV. That was when I was getting back into Photoshop after drawing for a long time, and I was like getting my and that's when I started registering them like here at 2017. That means it was when I started doing things more seriously. And the first one I did was actually kind of a little bit horror, but the editing is very, very bad. This was like me getting back into Photoshop after a long time.
Ah.
White Boy Supreme.
White Boy Supreme.
Thank you, Lou. Oh my god. So the editing was Oh, here's one that goes very hard. Hold on. I did this one in 2013 and I just retouched the colors a little bit later. But this, and hold on, I'll make it smaller so people in chat can see it better. That was edgy phase, just did. But to be honest, like this is like early me doing horror art, so you know.
What if birds were bigger?
What if birds big?
What a scary thought.
But then I started doing surreal stuff, and I did that for 3 years, I think. But it was very different from the kind of stuff you'd see from me. You see from me today. So this is Snail Race.
Wow.
Because my camera is covering it. There we go. Snail Race. I'm still kind of proud of this one. There's a lot of like this whole guy is pretty much recreated because he wasn't on the original picture. I had to make him from scratch. But I did a lot of those things, right? I did this. And like I learned a lot of Photoshop, but a lot of stuff I see like it's a bit cringy in topic and stuff, you know. It's kind of like me trying to do a message. I did this one. Okay, so I did this series. It was 2019. I was still learning a lot of Photoshop though. Let me see. What was the?
When did you start using Photoshop?
So the first one I have is 2010, which yes, that's like 12 years now. Oh my god. Okay, so I did this whole series about conspiracy theories and basically like representing them in ridiculous ways. So there's like paranoia of being watched and the whole birds aren't real thing. And this one is a flat earth pizza. This goes hard.
Whoa. Everyone around the globe knows that the earth is flat.
Everyone knows. Oh my god, I love that one. And here's the moon landing, but as a staged thing, but in the moon. But yeah, I did that kind of thing for a long time until I started doing horror, which is what you see here. I'm not going to show that. That's too recent. We're going for old stuff. Let me see. Do I have any other ones that go hard? Like this one. Yeah.
Whoa, it's the poop man.
It's the
He's
poop
the one that
man
cleans
from
it all up.
Enoch. It's the poop man that DM'd Enoch. It was me all along. I see there's some fun stuff that I still enjoy.
Nice.
But yeah, let me see those Steven Universe things.
Oh yeah. So I have a couple.
There you go.
Let's see. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm on my old Tumblr.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did a lot of Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
No, yeah, I really wanted to make an RPG Maker game as a kid,
Oh,
and I never did it.
You never did it. You'll make a
I
game
never
someday.
did
I
it.
believe in you.
Maybe someday. Let's
Maybe
see.
someday.
I need to link to that Tumblr. It's the same name as my Twitter, so it's readily available.
Readily
If anyone wants
available.
to
This
look
stuff is
at
out
it.
there. Oh, you animated.
Onion Knight.
Onion Knight.
Oh yeah, this was like a program. I forgot what it was, but everyone was really into it because you just had to draw a bunch of assets and then it could animate,
Ooh.
just like real life.
Just like real life.
Old art. Oh, oh no, something was lost.
Oh no.
There it is, Markiplier and off fan art.
Oh
It was when he was
God.
playing the off game, and I
Oh
also
my
drew this
God.
one. It's very, very good and not cringy at all. Yeah, you can tell my art looks completely different than what it used to look like.
Oh, that's
I was
so
really
good.
into
I like
final.
The teeth guy. The teeth guy.
Oh,
is
this
fun.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple enough. So
It's
I'm gonna
it's a good
cyberbully
design.
you so hard. I'd like to see you try a goo goo gaga. Let's
You can't
see. Yeah,
cyberbully Kieu. He's literally like showing this to everyone. Like it's not. If it was a secret, then you could say a cyberbully.
you can't hurt me in a way that matters.
Exactly.
No one can.
That's a Final Fantasy. Oh, and that's Attack on Titan again.
Attack on Titan again. I drew this on my 3DS. It
Oh
was
my
a
God.
art program on the 3DS called Colors 3D, I think. More.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I used to. So, fun fact: I used to be into competitive Pokemon. I know, surprising.
Really?
And I had a monotype ghost team.
Oh.
And then I drew them all.
That's
For
fun.
some reason. I drew Just Dance fan art for some reason too.
Oh my God. That's out of left field. Like I didn't expect that.
I kind of drew whatever as a child. If you put something in front of me, I would have drawn something for it. What if Final Fantasy was in Okami? Kingdom Hearts fan art.
Hell yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's. We're getting into the Five Nights at Freddy's art.
Oh my God. Hold on. Is it? But it's Five Nights at Freddy's and other games, right?
It's off. It's Ib, Witch's House, and what was it? What was it called? Yume Nikki.
Yume Nikki. Yes, I remember that one.
And then it's like these are like the big horror. Actually, now that I think about it, the big thing that got me into horror was horror RPG Maker games. Like that's what really got me into it.
Oh my God! I remember those. That craze.
They were great. Yeah, this was 2014.
2014.
So this was when I was still using Paint Tool Sai. Yeah.
I was doing pictures of myself on a dinosaur at that point, so we're at equal stages of growth.
Yeah, we're heading to the converging point.
We're heading to the convergence.
Yeah, thanks VG person for making me the person that I am today. Honestly,
we owe so much to them.
Animal Crossing fan art. Wow, I really just had a smorgasbord of random shit that I liked. Kingdom Hearts
there.
Horror? Whoa, scary drawing. I don't know what was here.
Another one that was nuked.
Whoa, pencil drawing.
The tiger.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Yeah, I did a lot of designs for this one RPG Maker game that now that I think about it wasn't too good. Punch-Out fan art!
Oh my God.
What was I doing?
Amazing.
What was I into?
Everything, literally.
More Just Dance fan art? What?
Oh my God. Just Dance.
Just Dance. Paint Tool Sai settings.
What was that? Come on. What was that?
Only one other person I know in the chat right now has seen it, but it was Hemlock Grove fan art. One of the worst shows I've ever seen, which I found out was produced by Eli Roth, and the first episode was directed by him. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
If you ever want to watch it, it's on Netflix. It's not good. I would not recommend it. It's joyless. It's miserable.
Lou says, yeah, baby, this show sucks.
It did suck. It was bad. Look, more Punch-Out fan art.
That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Hey, here's a Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt. Off. I loved Off. My mom was watching Hemlock Grove almost religiously.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Whoa, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
More Attack on Titan fan art for some reason.
It's fine. I used to like Attack on Titan as well.
I did too, but I was cringe about it. I ran. It's gone now.
I liked it until the guy became starting going to weird 20th century politics, and it was very, very clear which side he was on.
It was weird.
Yikes.
Punch-Out fan art for some reason. God. Fire Emblem fan art. Wow.
Oh, it really is good.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Is that Five Nights at Freddy's again?
It is. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. Look, he's surrounded by the children.
Oh, is that the ones that are inside? My knowledge about Five Nights at Freddy's is pretty much non-existent.
So I have a really weird relationship with Five Nights at Freddy's because it's really interesting to watch because, I have a couple friends in the Discord that are currently going through their reading the FNAF wiki obsession, which I have done at least twice in my life, where I'll just go into a deep dive and read the lore of it. And I'm like, because it's just fascinating to me because it's borderline Kingdom Hearts and how weird it is.
The only thing I know is the very weird lore, and there's a whole history with people make timelines, and it's very strange.
Lucif in the chat is in there, but I read the wiki multiple times, and I've watched video essays as a kid because I didn't like the actual games. I couldn't care less about them.
Were you a game theory fan?
I used to be. I will admit this.
It's funny.
I used to be really into
game theory as well.
I used to be really into game theory, nostalgia critic, because my crush in high school was also into them.
Oh my god! I think as kids, I also watched. I don't know how religiously I was into nostalgia critic, but that's sort of. That type of YouTuber was just an angry guy getting angry about bad movie or video game, and it was a whole genre. It was huge.
Yeah, it was something, but I can't really watch YouTubers like that anymore. I'm more into video essays now and commentary because I like having things that are on. This was a game design that I wanted. A game thing that I wanted to do. Maybe I'll do it someday.
That's a very cool design.
Whoa. This was when I took a college class in high school for art.
Ooh.
Five Nights at Freddy's!
Five Nights at Freddy's!
Again! And then Attack on Titan immediately right on top!
God. Amazing.
Let's see. Whoa! Mystery Skulls!
Oh my god.
What if Miku was messed up?
What if Miku was evil?
What if Miku was evil? Yeah, this is Over the Garden Wall.
That's very good. I never saw that one.
Have you watched Over the Garden Wall?
Yeah, I watch it every year.
Oh, okay, thank God. I was scared for a second.
Yeah.
I love Over the Garden Wall. I think it's when I started getting into Photoshop finally. I started painting on Photoshop and I drew mostly robots.
On Psy before Photoshop?
Yeah, I used to work exclusively on Psy. This was my last piece that I drew in Psy before I switched over to Photoshop because I was following. I don't know if he goes. It's Mark Burnett on YouTube. I used to watch his tutorials all the time, and I think that honestly is what helped me start to learn how to paint a little bit.
I think I've seen his videos. I remember the name rings to me, but
he used to go by his YouTube channel used to be called Kieu, I think, but I used to watch his videos a ton to learn how to draw, and I think that helps me a lot. Wow, a lot of robots. Whoa, dragon!
Dragon. Oh, what was that? Come on, show us that. Show that to us. Come on, we need to see it.
Okay, I know. It's okay. Okay, chat. It's not just Homestuck. It's Game Grumps as Homestuck trolls.
Oh my god! Please show me.
Okay. Oh god! Oh, can't look at it for too long.
That's so good.
Something was wrong with me. There was a parasite in my head.
Oh my god. That's so good.
There was a worm in my head. Something's wrong.
Something compelled me to do this. I wasn't myself.
Trudis said everyone's moaning in agony. Here it is again.
Game Grumps. Oh my god. What
I loved the Game Grumps as a kid. Oh my god. I don't know why. I just watched them all the time.
I remember.
Anyway, more cringe art. I don't think anything could be as cringy as what if the Game Grumps were Homestuck character. This is what happens when the internet doesn't get to bully all artists who do this. Honestly, I think the reason why I was not bullied ever as a kid on the internet. I posted my art and everyone loved it, and I would go offline. I was never bullied.
Oh my god!
And here I am. This is the product of it. Drawing horrible things.
What is this podcast? Is this just embarrassing Kieu the show?
It is. I'm willingly doing it, and I'll do it again.
Pixel art of Origami Wall.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of pixel art. I like to think I'm okay at it.
You're good.
Whoa, Krunk.
Oh my god. The teeth guy is the same as the headless one from the.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. I love it. That's so cool.
Yeah, the game was gonna be a puzzle RPG, and you would equip different heads to solve puzzles.
That's cool.
Maybe one day I'll do it, but
one day.
Who knows? Attack on Titan fan art. I really liked Reiner and Bertolt.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh my god, I was gonna reanimate the Nyan Neko Sugar Girls opening.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Yeah, I used to love animating as a kid until I found out I hate drawing the same thing over and over again. Oh, Bravely Default fan art. I really just kind of drew.
Default. Yeah, you just drew whatever. It's fun though.
Yeah. Oh wow, I remember being really proud of this drawing. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Wow, there's a speed paint.
There's a speed paint. Please play the speed paints. Come on.
Oh yeah, sure. It might have copyrighted music though.
Oh yeah,
so let me just mute that. LOL Joker. Please work.
Oh, maybe it's the video is deleted. Oh no, it's there.
No, it's still there. Wow, the frame rate's really low, huh?
Oh my god.
Can I speed this up? There it goes.
That's a better speed for a speed paint.
Turn the quality down. Let's see. Let's watch it at potato quality, shall we?
2 pixels moving back and forth.
Wow.
So much time spent on the hair.
So much time spent on the hair for no reason.
No reason at all.
Yeah, I used to draw in black and white, and I think I used to layer a gradient map over it. Yeah, that's a gradient map right there.
Okay. And then you painted over that. You did the color over that.
Yeah, and I would have different gradient maps for I think different parts. Wow.
That makes sense.
Cool kid.
Seeing your old methods.
My old method. More Bravely Default art. That looks.
Oh my god, Bravely Default comic.
Whoa, OCs!
You can literally track every video game Kieu was playing Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Shovel
Hollow
Knight.
Knight, Shovel Knight. That's very
Yeah,
good.
you honestly can get a really good idea of what game I was playing that month, depending.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my old commission prices.
Oh my
$20
god, $20
for a
for
full
that?
body,
You're
and
insane.
and
20
$20 for pixel art. What
Kieu,
was that?
can I pay you $15 for a full body? Come on.
Yeah, sure thing, bud. I can't believe I used to do
the commission sheet is there. The prices must still be correct, right?
So true. Monster Hunter fan art because I was insane. Oh yeah, I got a commission to do that guy from the Junji Ito comic,
Oh,
and then I found it with my friend. More old art. Oh, wow, we're getting into edgy territory.
edgy.
Animation.
Oh, that's not fake. That's just animation. That's cute.
Yeah, animation. I don't know what this is. I think it's OCs. I don't really know anymore. More
Sign of the
OCs.
Opera. Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, it slowly started turning into me just throwing out ideas, I think, and occasionally drawing fan art. We're just going through my Tumblr at this point.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
but it's fun. We're like tracing back. It's like Kieu history.
Yeah. Honestly, this is more of a journal than Phantom of the Opera. A skull. This is where it started.
Everyone's drawing skulls.
Steven's Universe!
Finally got to it. Let's go.
We finally got to Steven's Universe.
Oh my god.
Why did I do that? Characters online. Oh yeah, this was gonna be an idea for a game that I had that I never also finished.
You have so many ideas for games. Come on. You gotta finish
I know.
one of them.
Why don't you Steven's Universe?
There we go.
Steven's Universe. Steven's Universe.
Oh my god. Build Cypher Human So now.
More posts, please.
Oh my god. Are these Steven Universe OCs?
Yeah, they are.
Oh my god.
Very cool.
Fusions.
Pixel art, you can barely tell the color changes. This was, I think, I was trying to get into art college, so I didn't know what they wanted, so I was kind of just drawing everything and anything at the time in order to... Attack on Titan fan art?
Attack on Titan.
Whoa, this is when I was into Penny Dreadful, I remember.
Oh
I do fan art for Penny Dreadful for some reason.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
That's so good. I like to think you got into art college because of your Attack on Titan fan art.
They looked online and saw me draw the Game Grumps as Homestuck trolls and said, yeah, you should. You gotta go to school now. We gotta refine this. Whoa!
Were they drawing
Steven's Universe?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like color palette and emoji or whatever. I don't know. Whoa, I remember I designed this for my friend who had this world, and I designed a character that he turned into a shark.
Oh my god.
Oh god, Penny Dreadful figure drawings because I needed stuff, pixel art. Penny Dreadful, like Animal Crossing.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I should keep these all. I should print these all out and sell them.
Please.
Oh yeah, I had an idea. A lot of my game ideas I've noticed involves you being a retail worker that hates working, and you have to deal with Eldritch horror stuff.
That's so good.
A lot of my ideas.
That's always a cool concept.
Yo, Steven's Universe. What if Steven's Universe was a GBA game?
Yo. It's cool color palette though.
Thanks. I think it was based off of the Game Boy like color palette where it's all green. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh,
more Final Fantasy. I thought we had left the Final Fantasy era, and suddenly it comes back.
Like when I tell people I really liked Final Fantasy X, I loved it.
It's good. I never played it, but my sister played it, and I was watching her, so I know all the story. I was not into RPGs at that point, but I like the story, so I was like along for the ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I grew up with the PlayStation 2, That was my thing. And then
Hmm.
I got Final Fantasy X, and I loved it. So now we're getting to, I
Oh,
think, closer
I
to
love
the
that.
beginning of
I love that
college.
character.
Yeah. Funny little character.
I don't
Here she is
know.
again.
Okay, here she is. Let's go.
A bunch of random eyes. Yeah,
It's
we're
in
getting
college there,
more
so.
into Pokemon fan art.
What?
Still kind of just
Pokemon.
getting some random shit out of left field, huh?
It surprises you when you
I
thought like, okay, that's about it. Suddenly,
yeah,
Pokemon fan art.
yeah, OCs. Oh yeah, this is the first drawing of the one character I draw, Alice. I think this is the first drawing I ever did of her.
Oh.
And then I kind of like everyone ends up really simping for her now whenever I draw her, so I'm winning.
You're winning.
Yeah, it
Good
was the
character.
Subway Battle guys. Monster Hunter fan art. Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, drew a lot of robots too.
Not
I don't.
robots.
A creature.
A creature. That it's getting more creature heavy as we go. You're seeing the growth there.
Yeah. A lot of what the hell?
Just a messed
That's
up little
really.
guy.
It's just a messed up guy. I don't like to look at that. Phantom of the Paradise.
Yay! There we go.
There we go. Now we're
back.
Whoa, magical skull girl. Random teeth. Oh yeah, so this guy you guys saw earlier, I redrew him.
Oh, but that's so good. I was literally gonna suggest that you did that.
Yeah, I probably should redraw him again, like a third time.
Yeah, just like progression through the same character.
Whoa, anime characters. Yeah, it is Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh my god.
What are you gonna do about it? Trash
Oh
clown.
my god, a clown killer. That's so good. You're making me want to redo a very, very old Photoshop thing. But the idea itself is so cringy that I don't know if I could do anything good with it.
You can. It's fun. Also, Kingdom Hearts fan art.
Yes. So good.
Oh. Whoa, what if I drew shoes?
Boots. It was Boots' assignment.
Fun.
Ooh.
So this picture is really funny. So this was actually Chumpodial. This is the first drawing he ever saw me draw, and from this image, he thought I was really cool. And that's how we became friends.
Yo, Sam, we're getting some Sam lore. Don't talk about me.
Don't talk about me.
Sam, tell us more about you and how much you admire Kieu. Come on. I want to know more.
You should have Chumpodial as a guest on this. And,
oh my god. It would be chaos. It would be chaos. Like pure unfettered chaos.
It's true.
Okay,
Blackjack.
Chumpodial, Sam. I'll have you here only if it is while live for everyone to see. You draw some Joker fan art. Okay, you've been telling Kieu to draw the Joker. You do that, but live for everyone.
Yeah. Joker art. I think when I start streaming again, the first thing I'll draw is Joker. I drew fan art of the yarn guy.
Oh my god! Oh, but the guy, the guy that did the presentation, right? That was like very like nervous and cute.
Yeah, it was great, but I don't remember why I drew it. Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god, it's Sora from Kingdom Hearts, extremely blonde.
Cool. Characters. Oh my god, yeah, so this was one of the first things I drew. It was for a summer college kind of program before you start college, and I remember the teacher saying it sucked.
Oh no.
Can you swallow something live on stream?
Yeah, let's go. Water.
Yeah, water. We're getting into my JoJo phase. Oh boy.
Oh my god, JoJo phase.
I loved JoJo. I spent my senior year every day in class. I would just read JoJo because they let me have my iPad out because you could take notes on your iPad. Little did they know I was just reading JoJo the entire time.
You know, I used to play Pokemon during medicine school.
What is this?
What is
this?
Jaspers. Oh, it's a Steven Universe thing.
with a pompadour.
Oh my god.
I guess. Whoa, gore.
That's
Oh my god. Okay.
amazing.
Another funny Trump story.
Ooh, okay.
So for pre-college, we had to do an abstract drawing of a song. And for Sam's, he did All Star by Smash Mouth. And I don't remember most of the image, but I remember it was Shrek crying.
That seems like a Sam thing to do.
Drawn of Yarn
The
Guy.
Unraveled Wikipedia article specifically mentions that fan art was drawn of Yarn Guy. It specifically mentions Kieu's fan art? You kidding?
I think it has to be just fan art in general, Night. Right? I don't know.
I hope really it specifically links to Kieu's drawing.
That would be hilarious. Gun Night. Wow. My legacy. Oh no, yeah, it's just I think it's fan art in general. Let's see. There has to be something cringy more going on, right? There's gotta be more cringe.
The cringe never really stops. It's like in the background, always lurking. You never know when it pops up again.
Yeah, that's true. There's some good art coming up, though. This is like when I really started taking art, I think, more seriously.
Yeah, you can literally see the progression as we've been scrolling up, which is very cool.
Yeah. Whoa, I was having a regular one when I posted this, huh?
Whoa, the vent art. Hey, there's Jojo.
Jojo! I don't know why I gave him a massive crotch bulge in this one. It was really weird. I don't get it.
Because it's Jojo.
More art. Jojo again!
Hey,
my Jojo era.
Kieu's Jojo era. And Steven Universe.
Steven's Universe! They do overlap. Jojo and Steven Universe is kind of the same.
Oh,
whoa, let's look at my horrible...
Let me see those
prices. Whoa, $15. You can have it all. For $50, I'll draw you a full goddamn drawing.
Oh my god. So we all have a history of underpaying ourselves. That's...
For no reason. Jojo fan art.
There's no Jojo.
It's all Jojo. That's where I recognize Kieu's art. It's Sardonic's fan art. You're right.
Oh my god. You're kidding.
Yeah, add my fan art to the footnotes.
Yes, please.
Can I get a $50? Yeah, sure. I'll draw you a $50 Jojo fan art right now. Oh god, we're really getting to my Jojo era.
Oh my
it's all
god.
Jojo.
There's so much Jojo. I didn't know there was. I thought there would be a few drawings, man. That's amazing.
No,
Lots of Jojo.
I said I wasn't gonna do more chump stories, but
do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I ran John's. I ran a ask blog for Jojo with a couple friends.
God. That is, I recognize Sam's art there.
Whoa, there's new posts on here.
What? Who's updating this?
It's another one of my friends.
Oh. Sam says ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Let's see if we can find specifically my art.
God.
Let's see if I think it's tagged as Lesle. Let me check.
Oh, that's so good.
Lesle. Let's take a look. Yep, there's my art.
Yes.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Jojo Fortnite. I can't believe that we'd see Homestuck.
Homestuck Game
Grumps and Jojo Fortnite today.
Jojo Fortnite. Yeah, they made a Jojo Battle Royale game, which is why I drew that. They did.
You're kidding.
They did.
I had no idea.
Wow. Incredible, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Can you show Sam's? Oh, that's Sam's, right?
Yes. this is a 3D model Sam made of our character of Jota Kujo that we made.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
god.
I think the 3D models lost to time.
No, why would you lose that? That's very important.
I think it either got corrupted or the school like cleaned out their servers or whatever. But
Oh,
unfortunately, the 3D
no.
model no longer exists aside from this video proving its existence.
That's amazing. But
I really
like,
love this.
This is like material for one of those obscure YouTube videos that suddenly blow up, that suddenly everyone recognizes. It's material for this. We should make that blow up. We should make Sam's JoJo Ask Blog video blow up.
Anyway, yeah, my old Ask blog.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, my horrible commission prices.
Oh, the commission.
Phantom of the Opera!
Yes, there it is.
Yeah, you guys should follow Chumpodial on twitter.com.
Yes, hold on. I'll drop a link in chat, because...
Yeah.
Chumpodial is very funny, and great artists.
It's true. He's the most guy of all time.
It's
all JoJo! Wow. All just JoJo, isn't it? And a guy.
JoJo deep down.
I remember I used to draw twinks until I got into JoJo, and then I started drawing buff guys.
Oh my god.
And then I slowly started drawing twinks again because everyone started looking like a twink in JoJo. Oh god, I drew feet? Ugh, no. Get that out of my face. Get that out of my fucking face.
There's Undertale photos! Oh
Undertale! God. Oh my god, Undertale!
That's amazing.
We've done it, folks. We've done it, folks. We found it. We found the Undertale.
This is like full Tumblr. Like, this is like the purest Tumblr experience.
Yeah, god. I still can't believe.
There's Undertale. Is that more Undertale?
Undertale is not cringe. Well, it's cringe by association.
Yeah, the game itself is very good. There's a lot of cringe in the community, though. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I love Undertale. Yeah. I played it when the demo came out, and I was following it a lot since then. And honestly, I still really like Undertale. It's just all the AUs got a little bit lost. I was lost in the sauce at that point. Oh my
god, yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a result of having a huge fan base for a game that relatively hasn't that much to go on. So people just expand it in weird ways. I don't know.
I like to call it the fandom Ouroboros effect, in which they've run out of content for the source game, so they start making their own AUs, but then it stacks on top of each other until it's not even the characters anymore, it's their own characters.
Yeah, it just like... I just like to go to these people and just like make original stuff, like just shake them, please.
Honestly, I feel like everything starts off as fan art or something. Like sometimes, like Wicked is just fan fiction of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And like, you know, nothing's stopping them from changing the label on their character to make it an original character.
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa. Sorry, we're getting into... I think this is my senior year of high school. Oh yeah, I remember I made his name was bad. I remember his name being stupid, but Chumpodial drew a version of him and called him Shitter. It was really good. I would have to find it again though. Oh wow, let's see what my prices are.
Sketch commission.
$10. $10. Wow. If someone said I would pay you $10 for something now, I think I would throw up. God damn. Wow, JoJo. What if you were a JoJo stand?
Is that you ever a JoJo stand?
I think that was my JoJo stand that I designed. Yeah.
Did you give it a name?
Did you ever watch?
Give them a name.
I forgot the name, but its power was all of those discs on it. It could like steal your face and add it to the disc.
Isn't that literally one from Stone Ocean?
I think so, probably.
With the disc, right? It steals people's powers.
Oh, but it was specifically would just steal your face, your facial features. Okay, Kieu, did you ever watch Madoka Magica? I actually haven't. It's on my list of things I need to watch. I know it's good though.
Whoa, Mantis guy. You know I love
Mantis,
bug guys.
I love bugs. Let's see. Original OC.
It's funny that I thought it was gonna go into horror a while ago because there were some horror drawings, and I was like, okay, it seems like it's getting into horror.
No.
And suddenly it's all JoJo. Oh yeah.
It's all JoJo.
Horror is out there.
I really didn't get into horror until like my 3rd year of college because like I said, like
I mean,
a
there
lot
was
of people
definitely precedent. You had done some horror.
Yeah, like it's there.
Yeah,
like
it's
this.
There. It was maybe not your main thing, but it was always there.
It was. It was secretly there, and then I found out that you can do it, and I was like, "Wowee!"
What if
Bug
I did
guy.
it? Oh, I love this guy.
Angel. Yeah, you can kind of You can tell I started watching Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that.
Yeah.
Creature. Look at a
creature. La criatura.
La criatura.
It's still mostly JoJo though.
It's mostly JoJo.
Guy that turns into shark.
We love that. We love that.
I remember I drew this and everyone's like, is that Sans?
Oh my god. People can't see a skeleton guy anymore and I'll say it's Sans. It's internet brain
so
rot.
Sad.
Happy JoJo.
It's sad. I loved Sans as a character. I couldn't take seeing another piece of him with a ghost PP.
Hey, this is very good.
Yeah,
this is your style already. Like it's sketchier around the sides, but still.
Yeah, someone actually 3D modeled this.
Wow.
His name is also Lesle, which I think is really funny. But he did sculpt this. I remember I saw he also worked at Riot for stuff too.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was cool. JoJo. It's really interesting to see like this
Suddenly
and then immediately is this.
Yes, that's so good.
Yeah, I kind of was all over the place. I wasn't really getting that much attention either. So all of this was just stuff that I liked to do.
Yeah.
And you could tell it kind of flip-flopped all over the place. That's the thing about keeping an online presence, I think, is like you kind of have to be consistent because your audience is there for a very specific thing.
Oh yeah, I definitely. So I had before I started doing horror, I was doing all this surreal stuff I showed you before, and I had built up a pretty decent following on Instagram, and because they like that stuff over there, there's a big community of this kind of surreal stuff that all do NFTs now. So I'm glad I left that.
Oh God.
Yes, all of them do NFTs. It's crazy. But yeah, I had that following there, and suddenly I started like I switched 180 degrees, switched to horror, and suddenly my Instagram was completely dead. It was harrowing. I was like, oh, I can't even change styles anymore. But I kept on and it went well. So
yeah,
that's fine.
I have the mentality now that I do what I like for the most part. And I still like doing horror. So it's all good with me.
Yeah.
I remember there was a fine artist that came to talk at our school. I forgot his name, but he was mainly known for drawing women with abstract shapes next to them. And he would sell his pieces for lots of money, but he tried to do something else and it like lowered the amount of money he made from his other pieces because they're like, that's not this artist's original. This isn't what we wanted. It's really sad to see
people just
yourself
the same thing over and over.
Yeah, and like some people are content with doing the same thing over and over again, but I'm not one of them.
Yeah, that's
at all.
Yeah,
it's horror JoJo. Horror JoJo.
Yes.
God damn, I'm insane.
In a good way. Oh, I like. Oh, is that like a sea slug?
Yeah, I drew this actually while watching Face Off. They were doing an underwater challenge, and I was like, I want to design something underwater too. Steven's Universe.
Steven Universe, it's back.
It's back, and JoJo too.
Pokemon out of left field.
Random guy. Monkey. What if
I love
monkey?
it. What if monkey?
Oh yeah, watching Neon Genesis ruined my life in a good way. Absolutely love it. Oh god, Neon Genesis. God damn. Wow. Can you tell that I got into Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Oh my god, Overwatch!
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Overwatch!
No! I can't! Oh
Is
no!
that Lucio? Yes. I
It is
played Overwatch
Lucio.
for a short while.
Every once in a while I'll play it again, and like a couple of us in the Discord were playing it a little bit, and I checked my hours. I have like 300 hours in Overwatch.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I should check it. I haven't played it in years and years, but I should check how many hours I had.
Oh no! Oh no!
Overwatch.
Right when I think I'm done being cringe, I find out, my
there it
Overwatch
is.
phase hasn't happened yet.
Oh my god. That's so
Whoa.
good. Nobody appreciates Sun Wukong anymore. Sun Wukong is great. So
I love
don't
Sun
slander-
Wukong.
don't
I need to
slander
do
Monkey
Art of Sun
King.
Wukong, honestly.
You should.
Overwatch! Oh god!
Overwatch. In a landscape. Didn't expect that. The last thing I was expecting to see from you is a landscape.
A landscape. I really just kind of did whatever I wanted at all times, huh? And no one stopped.
that's the
No
fun
one
part.
bullied me. No one bullied me when I drew
more
Game Grumps as
prices.
Homestuck trolls.
Yes. Do the prices get higher? Let's see.
Let's. $5.
$5 for a bust? Are you insane? That go even lower.
They got lower.
Full body $9. Kieu, what the hell were you doing?
For detailed paints, $50.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Kieu, I am
Something
hiring
was-
you to make my next emotes on Twitch.
For $5, you can have it all. Let's
Hey,
see.
human person. How are you doing?
Whoa, is human person here? Is Matt here?
He just
Wow.
he just
Wow,
left.
I was Matt here for the Game Grumps Homestuck trolls or no?
I don't think so, because it's first time chat, so he might just joined in.
Sad.
Sad.
This is so sad. Oh my god, I remember this. Okay, we're getting into my college art, so this is where I hated it the most. It was all abstract. I did this piece, and he said it feels too narrative. I'm gonna give you a D.
What?
And I was like, what does that mean?
What is that?
What does that mean? He was like, it's too narrative. Like it feels too much like there is a sense of where things are supposed to go. So I'm gonna give you a D. Die. He gave me, I think, a C on this one too. He said there wasn't enough contrast or whatever.
Oh my god.
And I got a C- on this one because he said the perspective looked too bad.
Oh my god.
College was something. I don't miss it at all.
Oh my god.
I
did you show your JoJo drawings in college? Because you should.
I did not. I knew better. I knew better not to. Oh, gore.
Gore. There's a gore.
It's still. I think this was around the time when I wanted to just draw stuff to please my teachers more than anything. I wasn't even really doing horror because I was afraid it was too much. Like the horror stuff, the body horror that I did was mostly for myself and not really for classes.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Yeah, I probably should go back and do more stuff that's for fun again. I've been working nonstop. Creature. JoJo.
More joke. It goes back and forth, doesn't it? The colors too. It's like suddenly black and white. This kind of dark creature,
and then
suddenly
colors.
This vibrant thing. That's amazing. Oh my god, a little guy.
Oh yeah. We all participated in Goblin Week.
Week.
I forgot when Goblin Week was. But you were supposed to draw goblins for Goblin Week.
We should do Goblin Week among ourselves. Just like everyone draw some little goblins.
I wouldn't mind. Whoa, I drew Bayonetta. I think my friend commissioned me that.
More JoJo. JoJo never stops. It's kind of like it's a running theme. You might have done more JoJo than you've done horror at this point.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like JoJo has so many parts in it, so you like
There's so
can
many
never really
characters.
run out.
There's so much, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
Ooh.
this was
Marine
we had to
creature.
3D sculpt these. We had to do designs and 3D sculpt them. And I decided to do a dragon that was a plain themed dragon, and then
Nice.
like a guy, and there was supposed to be like a horde, like it's gold horde or whatever. But I remember the 3D sculpture was one of the worst things I think I ever made. I destroyed it immediately after it was graded.
Oh god.
So it will never see the light of day, unfortunately.
How sad. How sad.
Really sad. I was really into Bat Boy the Musical at this point.
Bat
Wow,
Boy the
still really into cringe
Musical.
stuff, huh?
Oh my god.
Do not watch Bat Boy the Musical.
Okay,
It's not good.
I have never heard about it until right now, so JoJo
Yeah,
Sisters.
it's something. Oh god. Bat Boy.
Kieu.
Bat Boy.
Oh my god.
This was for an assignment. I handed this in. The teacher said, "Good job."
Oh my god.
There was something wrong.
You never stop amazing me with your sudden shifts and stuff you enjoy. Is like
I don't know what was. I don't know. I don't know, Sam. I don't like drawing feet. Get out of here. Let's see. Overwatch. Oh man. Creatures.
It goes back and forth. It's amazing.
Yeah, I kind of miss running my social media by literally posting anything.
To be honest, just do it.
I should just start posting more Steven Universe fan art. Maybe I should post the Game Grumps Homestuck trolls on my Twitter and see what happens.
Post that with no context. Say like, hey, I drew the Game Grumps as Homestuck characters.
So bad.
And say nothing else.
It's so bad.
The reaction is.
Oh god. Bug Cowboy. Whoa.
I love it.
Oh yeah. It's still not horror yet. We haven't gotten to the horror spit
But
and I think
there's
that's
so much
amazing.
range though. Like you go from style to style, so it's seamless. It's very good.
Yeah, I originally, it's weird because going into college I thought being able to there he is.
Illest of Ill.
Oh yeah, Illest of Ill was like a gallery we had every year where illustration majors would just like send in like, you know, the illest of ill, the coolest of illustration. And I think that year it wasn't Sachin Tang, it was Omocat, I think, that came to judge the artwork. It was very interesting.
Oh, creatures. Oh, that's what's her name again?
Alice, yes.
Alice, yes.
Honestly, I just draw her. I originally had a story for her, but I'm probably not gonna use it.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Look at that style.
This was
what a change in style.
Yeah, this was pen and ink, if I remember correctly. It was
a lot of work.
Yeah, I think I might have ruined my arm since then doing that.
Oh my god. It's very good.
Wow, bust commissions for $15.
You have to stop. I mean, you know, I know you've stopped, but
oh my god. Yes, that is a top hat. It's a little top hat right there. I think I probably should have put a white highlight on it so you could see it better, but what can you do?
Too late.
Too late. God, yeah. Yeah, I was really into astronauts my sophomore year. This was before Among Us. It wasn't Among Us.
Not Among Us. Please, stop saying
God.
Among Us in chat. Hey, that's cool.
This I think was my first real horror piece I think I did for class, and I remember a lot of people saying it wasn't that good after the fact. Like there were some people that liked it, but I had a lot of friends who were like, yeah, the colors are really bad and the composition's really like stunted or whatever.
What? I love it. It's a nervous system living in person. Like
yeah, I don't know.
What's not too long?
A lot of college was people saying, oh, art sucks. You suck.
Yeah. Like very judgy. Like,
yeah. based on that image of a nervous system lying on a table? No, actually. So the prompt was ascension, like someone like ascending to a different like or obtaining nirvana or something. And I don't know. Originally, it was like it was a short story about someone losing pieces of themselves in order to attain enlightenment or whatever. And I was instead of going the normal route, a lot of people decided to draw robots, like losing pieces of themselves. I was originally going to do like a crustacean guy, like molting from his shell.
Yes, that's very good.
But I couldn't figure that out, so I drew someone going out of their body as like a nervous system instead.
That's very good. I want to make fan art of that.
Wow. I honestly wouldn't mind redrawing that.
Yeah.
So the criticisms I got from this was the colors are all over the place. You needed a more limited color palette. I think it was the values were really off. Like you should brighten this up more and darken back there. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at or whatever.
I mean, the big brain, like, I think the eye is very easily caught on the big brain with eyes. I don't think the values are the problem.
Yeah, and I think the one last crit I got was from a friend that said, it reminds me of an 80s movie poster, and I hate 80s movie posters.
That's like your opinion, man. Come on.
Yeah, God, college. What's up?
College.
Huh? I forgot. I saw that earlier today. What? And I remember Enoch asked if he could buy it, and I'm pretty sure it's in a landfill somewhere.
Oh no, I would buy it as well. That's
really
an original
sad.
Kieu.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this was a children's book. I wanted to do, one of my ideas was doing The Little Prince, but as an astronaut.
Oh, that's very cute.
And I had a teacher look at this and say, it's ugly and horrible. Never show this to me again.
What is the problem with your teachers? That's horrible way of critiquing.
I think it was kind of a bit at that point for teachers to be overly mean to students.
But what a bit, though. What a bit to make people lose confidence. Is
what
there,
a wonderful
is there a little balloon based on Sputnik?
Yes, it is based off of Sputnik.
That's so good.
Yeah, maybe I'll revisit that idea. I have a lot of ideas to get through.
Hold on, is that Robot Monkey?
It's Mecha Kong, yes.
Mecha Kong.
It is currently framed in my friend's house, I think.
Oh my
this
God,
one I don't know where it is. So I was obsessed with Ryan Gosling for some reason my sophomore year. Don't ask me why. I needed to pick someone that I could draw reliably, and I picked Ryan Gosling, and I drew so many drawings of Ryan Gosling for a year.
Oh my God.
Honestly, the teacher that ended up hating that children's book thing, he ended up being one of the nicest teachers to me, because there was a teacher that was somehow meaner than him.
Oh my God. What's up with those teachers? Oh my God.
He was the one that said, you can do horror, like, as you're good at what you do and you're gonna do great, whatever. You can do horror. It's good.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right.
It's like,
Jojo!
Oh my God. Why not encourage your students to go for the thing they're strongest at, right? It's such an unconscious thing.
Like,
oh, that's very cute.
And even if they start doing something that they're not necessarily the best at in the beginning, if they like it, you should just give them the tools to get better at it.
Exactly. Like, that's your fucking job as a teacher. Instead of putting them down and trying to fit them all into this mold, right?
Yeah. Well, also, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but it wasn't really a secret that the teachers liked me because they thought I was really good. Like, they were like, you're one of the best students in your grade. You're very competent. And they used that as kind of an excuse to just make fun of me, because they're like, if you're really good and we're bullying you, that makes it an example to the students that aren't as good as you. And I'm like,
God. What a
not great.
Shitty excuse to put someone down.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting into the horror. Keep the horror, guys.
Creatures. Getting into creatures.
Getting into creatures and features.
Ooh, these are good. These are cool designs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that guy again.
Yeah, the funny slug.
Funny slug.
What if a fly?
It came back.
After 20 minutes, we got to the horror.
Yes.
Peep the horror.
Peep the
Oh yeah,
horror.
this is another piece. My mentor at the time didn't like. He said the colors are really weird.
The
He's like,
colors
you
are
used every
lovely.
single color in the spectrum. You should use less colors.
I love the
Which I'm
colors.
like-
There's a cool contrast between the blues and the greens there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of problems with this piece that I would fix, but for someone that was like what 19, I think it's fine.
Of course it is.
Well, Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
This was a giant traditional painting I did. I think it was 18 by 24, and when I handed it in, the teacher said, "This is probably the worst thing you have ever made."
Oh my god.
And you should feel bad for making it.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Honestly, it's whatever. I liked it.
But like even if they don't like it or they want you to get better at certain things, it's like what a way to say it, right?
Yeah, it was just the way he talked. He was a lot nicer technically compared to other teachers, I'll tell you that much.
Ooh,
one of the
stuff.
funniest things I ever had was a teacher. This wasn't an art class. This was a math class. It was called creative geometry. What does that mean? I don't know. But I drew something, a diagram to show something, and I handed it in. And he's like, "What major are you?" And I'm like, "Illustration." And he said, "Wow, I think you should drop out." If this is how you draw, you're not really good.
Oh no! Whoa!
this man that looked like he wasn't even there half the time had the audacity to just say to my face, "You're a bad artist because you can't draw a geometric diagram right."
Oh my god!
It was so funny. I looked at him. I didn't even know what to say. I was like,
"How do you even say
bro,
that? Like, shut up!
You're gonna." I want to tell my therapist about you. Oh yeah, it was this piece right here and this piece were the two pieces where the teachers were like, "Wow, you're really good, aren't you?" It's free real estate. Oh my god, yes, my Peter Pan concept.
Oh my god, you have so many concepts. That's very cool.
Yeah, this one was actually for a class. We had to work in a group and present a pitch to the class, and the class has to be pretend to be investors. And I talked about this earlier, but I came up with the entire thing. It was supposed to be a side-scrolling horror game that was Peter Pan themed, and you played as Wendy with a pair of scissors and all this stuff. And
I love the concepts.
And I had everything planned out. I had the whole presentation planned out, and I told my group, "You're doing this, this, and this, and this is what we're gonna say." And they're all like, "Okay, sounds good." Day of the presentation goes great. And then all of a sudden, one of my like team partners just started going off book and just rattling nonsense. And I just had to stand there and watch as he started pulling stuff out of his ass. And then the teacher literally like tore us through the mud because the stuff he was saying wasn't good for a pitch, in terms of finances and stuff. And I wanted to pass out.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
And the best part is we still won. We were the best presentation.
Oh my god. I mean, despite everything you won, which is, it's props to you.
I think it literally just because of my concept was strong in terms of how I pitched it. But everything else, oh my god, it sucked. This piece gave me cubital and carpal tunnel at the same time.
Oh no.
And it was supposed to be, we all had to have our dream assignment. We wrote it down on a paper, and then the teacher put all the assignments in a box, and then we had to pick from that box. So I got someone's dream assignment, which was Star Wars if it was made by Ghibli.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I'm gonna kill whoever makes this. And like fun fact, I don't know why I did it, but all of the panels on that droid were all free-handed.
Oh my
Um,
god.
and then I got so bad, I got carpal tunnel and cubital tunnel. My dream pitch, it was an Overwatch character design. Don't make fun of me.
Oh my god.
Um, but
I
so
hope
fun
Sam had to
fact,
make that.
we had a food poisoning scare at school around the time of this assignment.
Okay.
Everyone that was eating at the cafeteria at school, specifically 2 of them, were all getting food poisoning.
Oh no.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat off campus to not get food poisoning. I ended up getting food poisoning anyway. Unrelated to the school. It was from a different restaurant near there. And I was
something
literally
up with the water or god.
I was barfing, pissing, shitting all at once for 3 days straight. It was the worst 3 days of my life. I had to be hospitalized. And
oh my god. Hospitalized.
and the cool part is my cubital tunnel healed because I was in bed pissing, shitting, and farting all at once.
And you couldn't move the so it worked as a rest.
It worked out. Yeah.
Well, silver linings.
Yeah. Here's another piece that my teachers ended up not liking too.
Oh my god. Lovely.
What a shame.
Your
What a
teachers
shame.
are the absolute worst. Well, I love the stretch your skin one.
Overwatch. Yeah, I mean, I know the whole thing with Ringling that happened a while back happened with everyone finding out that, the school wasn't really run the best way. And it's kind of why I don't really advertise I went to that school as much anymore.
Yeah.
The moment I was done, I was like, I'm getting rid of this. I don't need the cloud of people knowing I went to this school.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not giving them free advertisement on my bio. Yeah. Don't go to the school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yakuza! My Yakuza phase. Oh, thank God.
Cute. You should just say that you're self-taught, and that would be the biggest fuck you to those teachers. I'm a self-taught artist.
Yeah, I think without college I wouldn't have improved as fast as I did, but I also wouldn't have as many problems with my arm as I do now.
Yeah.
So you give and you take.
Well, I love that piece. That's lovely. I love it.
This piece also had a story. Every piece had a story. Every day at that school was a nightmare. My teachers had to leave for personal family business. So we had a substitute teacher, and he didn't know when the guy was coming back. So he just made us work on the same piece for a month straight.
Oh my God.
And for me, it was this piece. I worked on it for a month straight. And the piece, clearly you could tell I worked on it for a month straight. And after that, the teachers just expected me to be able to do this type of work in a week.
No.
And when I didn't, they're like, "Oh, it's not as good as this piece." And I was like, "Of course, it's not as good as this piece."
A month on that. Come on.
I took a month on it.
Majima everywhere.
Majima everywhere. Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's
God.
that? Is that a fan art or something?
This was a piece for this prompt was Halloween for school, and I think I did that. And I think the teacher also didn't like it. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, this was the piece. This was for my business card.
Yeah.
It was for my business card, and I remember someone saying, this teacher was nice. It was Barker that said this. He was like, this is really good, but isn't it kind of scary for general audiences? You do you, but be careful, because some people might not like things that are scary. And I was like, oh, you haven't seen Scary. And then you found out what I turned into, which was what I'm doing now.
That's lovely. What a history.
Yeah, but that's all of my work on my Tumblr. If you guys want it, it's still it's the same name as my Twitter, so feel free to go through it. And sure, you guys can have the Game Grumps Homestuck Trolls thing if you want.
Share it, everyone. Make it a meme, please.
Please don't. Please don't.
The pair. We have to fish out some old stuff and bring it back.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Maybe we
I probably
should.
should bring back my my I should draw more pears with human faces on it.
You should draw more pears with human faces on it. I've always been saying that, and I'm glad you finally understand.
You tell me that every day, and I don't listen because my
Every
ears
day
are
I
covered.
DM Kieu and I say, have you been drawing any pears with human faces on them lately? You should maybe do some more pears with human faces on them. It's a good art assignment.
Yeah, it's true.
Please do a redraw of that. I would love to see.
I just might. Let's
Okay,
agree something. Kieu uploads the Game Grumps trolls, and Val uploads Witch Piece.
Oh my god, which one should I upload? The NFT dinosaur?
I think you should post the Nyan Cat movie poster.
Oh no. Okay.
I think you should.
If you post Game Grumps trolls or something similar in of a similar vibe or quality, I will post Nyan Cat's movie
Honestly,
poster.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm physically able to. Oh my god, excuse me.
You can just post it with context. Just say like, hey, that's like something I did. You can always get better.
Hey guys.
Like, okay, you disguise it as a lesson and you say, hey, are you an aspiring artist? Look at the cringy shit I did when I was 13.
You know what I would
like,
say? I would say, you think your sins are bad? Oh man, I have to find it again though. Hold on. I remember drawing that thinking it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh my god. We all had that phase, you know, like we
It's
thought those
pretty
images
bad.
went so hard and we were right in a way. The images did go hard.
They went hard for all the wrong reasons.
But they went hard nonetheless. Like that's the important thing.
That's true, I guess.
Watch
I guess
Kieu
you
and
could say
Val
that.
inspire artists to post their own cringy art. Should we make it a hashtag? Oh my god.
Hashtag cringe art. You know what? How about instead of posting the Game Grumps one, not yet. I don't think the world's ready for that. I'm
Okay.
gonna post my Five Nights at Freddy's art.
Oh my god. Okay, yes.
I'll do that.
Yes, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm
Five Nights at
that.
Funkies.
binge your own cringe. Sam, that's a very good hashtag.
Hashtag binge your own cringe.
And post your own cringe pieces. I love that.
Alright. I drew exactly 3 drawings for Five Nights at Funkies.
Oh my god. He's downloading Five Nights at Freddy's. FNAF at Freddy's, yes. That
FNAF
one.
at Freddy's.
FNAF at Freddy's.
I still can't believe that I saw a video about Five Nights at Freddy's and I read the comments and I saw someone say, I was 2 years old when Five Nights at Freddy's came out. I feel so old now. And I'm like,
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Old man.
I'm not even that old and I feel it.
I feel old. Oh my god. Then okay, should we do a hashtag? Should we use Jump's hashtag? Binge your own
Binge
cringe.
your own cringe. Yeah, sure. Hold on. Real cringe would be me posting my, if I can find it, my old Glass Joe fan art.
Oh my god. You can post a variety of that. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Let's see what else I can post.
I'm gonna say post your own. Can I inspire people? Oh my god, everyone's gonna see Nyan Cats. It's gonna be amazing. Everyone's gonna sit.
Do it.
Everyone's gonna stand up. They're gonna cheer.
They're gonna stand and clap.
They're
That's
gonna
true.
clap, and everyone clapped.
You know what? I'm also gonna post the Jasper with the pompadour. There we go.
Oh my god, Jasper Pompadour.
It's so bad. It looks like a Cheeto Puff on her goddamn head.
It's very good.
It's very bad. There's nothing redeemable about it.
Oh, there's so much to redeem. There's so much to love.
So the hashtag was binge your own cringe, right?
Binge your own cringe. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Nyan Cats. Let me do some more. Let's see. Should I do Napoleon on the dinosaur, or let's see what other terrible mistakes.
Next, can we get hashtag no mixing poof and pee trending, please?
Never. We'll never do that. Oh my god, I'll do one of a lady walking a chicken like it was a dog. I don't know if did I show that one? Or the lion. I'll do the lion. My god, the amount of... Oh, I should do a drawing as well. I should do a couple edits and a drawing.
Okay, I'm gonna be posting my Five Nights at Freddy's drawings.
Oh my god.
Where is it?
Should I do... See. Should I do the hippo?
The hippo goes hard. I think that's not even cringe. It's just cool. The raccoon is pretty good though.
The raccoon. I'll do the raccoon. Hold on, where is it? Oh, it sounds traditional. Yeah, there we go. There it is. It is ready to go.
Five Nights at Funky's. And then let's see.
Guys, everyone in chat, get on it. Post your own cringy art, and use a hashtag. And let's see if it becomes a thing. Like we've been known to. I posted the hashtag on chat if you want to copy paste it.
Oh, cool.
Guys, we want to see everyone's cringy arts.
I have 3 pieces right now. I'm gonna put a 4th one in, and I think I'm gonna do where? Oh my god, where is that Jasper image? Apparently it's
Jasper. Oh, you lost the Jasper. Come on.
I can't. It's like it's a JH something instead of a PNG.
Oh no! What a weird
file format. I mean, I could fix it. Let's see. God damn, making me work.
Can you put something stimulating on the bottom right? The bottom right is where notifications go, so you can subscribe to the stream and you'll see cool images appear. That's
cool images appear
cool images
at your own discretion.
I might put the chat in there next time. That would be a nice little thing to put there.
Maybe.
I should update this thing. I made it in 10 minutes. This overlay. I was lazy.
I need to figure out my overlay, honestly, when I start streaming again.
I go with for art stuff, I go for very, very minimal. I just have a bar that literally covers my taskbar on the bottom. And I put I have a thing that plays that outputs the music into a text file, so I can have the music there and the and like last follow, and it's very simple. And then my camera. So I go for very minimal stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Hashtag binge your own cringe.
Binge your own cringe. It's a very good hashtag.
Honestly, the thing is, you guys haven't even seen my truly cringy stuff because technically that stuff is no longer available on the internet.
Oh my god.
It was on Flipnote Hatena, if anyone remembers that program on the DS.
Oh my god. Yes, I remember Flipnote.
Yeah, so technically none of that stuff exists anymore, unfortunately.
My god.
I don't even have access to it anymore.
I would love to see that. Okay, did you post yours? I'm posting mine as well.
Yeah, I posted mine.
Retweeting yours as well. We need that. We need the... Everyone use the hashtag. Let's go. Let's make it a thing. Let's give Sam a little something and make the hashtag he invented.
Hashtag he invented. It's his.
It's his. It's Sam's hashtag, and you better participate as well. Yeah, rip Flipnote. It was a great thing.
It was the most insane social media I've ever been on. There were weirdos on it.
Oh my god. It was
there were
it
people
was a Wild West. It was a Wild West.
Yeah, there. It was like a speed run of social media, and since it was on the DS, so like parents weren't really checking in on their kids on it.
Oh yeah. It's kids like literally kids been set free, like completely left on their own devices.
Yeah. It was something.
Kieu, your Five Nights at Freddy's art is gonna go viral.
I heard the old Five Nights at Freddy's art is something. It's not good.
Oh my god, it's great.
It's really funny though.
Imagine, you know, there's these bots going around social media and stealing things for NFTs. Imagine they steal these. They say like, "Oh, this is like hashtag getting traction." So I might.
If I see someone ever mint the Game Grumps as Homestuck Trolls image,
oh my god!
I think I would go up to them and say thank you, because I'm no longer liable for it anymore. Because it's not owned by me. It's owned by the blockchain. It's not me anymore.
All responsibility is now yours.
It's your responsibility. It's not mine.
Oh my god. Pseudo Memo. What's that? Is that? Oh, it's like.
Oh yeah, Pseudo Memo was someone that took the old Flipnote algorithm and kind of made something from it. I used it a bit, and I saw that the community was just like Flipnote from before, and I found out I can't do that, so I left.
Fair enough. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a lots of cringe to find in our.
It really
past
is.
histories, isn't there? I should fish out. So I have even worse drawings, more cringy stuff that I never even published online. I had a sketchbook. Should I go find my sketchbook? I think I have it in my room there. I might I could show it to the camera, and that would be the only proof there will be of those drawings ever existing. Because it was something I did during high school in class. So yeah, let me go find it and I'll show you. Kieu, you tell a funny story to everyone.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
The only funny story I have, I guess, is I have a do-it-yourself Die of a Wimpy Kid book. That is, I think, my most valuable treasure. It not only does it have the Naruto versus Iron Man comic that I drew in it, but it also has it also has me from an elementary school writing down all of my thoughts in elementary school, and in middle school I went back in and wrote in new answers to the questionnaire in the Die of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book.
My God. Okay, I have my sketchbook here. It's a little.
Let me see.
I think you have it on your shared screen, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh god, let's see. I have to put it here, otherwise you won't be able to see it.
I see it.
This is a little doc. This was literally things I was drawing in class. So this is like I don't know what that. Like a little scribble. I think it's like a face with teeth or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
Really horror stuff. Oh, here's
also I got.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I got an anonymous request to tell a very specific story called the Curious Toes story. If anyone wants to hear that, it involves Chumpodile in chat.
Okay. Tell us.
We're gonna put him through the ringer one more time.
Please do.
Sam just said don't. Sam, I just want you to know one of your friends requested this story.
Oh my god, tell it.
Stop. I kind of feel bad. I don't know if I should tell it.
Tell it, please. Everyone needs to know.
So, a group of us visited Florida to go to Universal Studios again, and I had to share a bed. This is a stream about you. This is about me. This story is about me. The story is about me. So I had to share a bed with a friend, an anonymous friend, and and he kept pretending that he was being like grabbed by me, even though I was just laying on my side of the bed. He's like, stop kicking me in the bed. And everyone was just hearing as he was pretending to be harassed by me. So as quietly as possible, I whispered in his ear, sorry, I have curious toes, so that no one would hear it except for him. And he thought it was so funny, but he couldn't tell anyone because no one would believe him. So he just started screaming in his pillow.
Curious toes.
Sorry, I have curious toes. And I think that was one of Kieu's top funniest moments of all time.
Oh my god.
It's basically not even true.
It is true. It is true. It's confirmed.
It was confirmed. There were multiple people there that can attest to this. Attest to this moment.
I was there. I remember.
You were there.
I remember.
You were there in Florida with us.
I was in Florida. All the way. Oh god, look at this. Look at this from my sketchbook.
Let me see.
Whoa! I basically drew random shapes with my eyes closed and then tried to make a creature or something out of it, right? So that was me being, oh my god, look at this.
Let me see.
It's cute, honestly, but the message is like terrible. I don't know if you can read the message. It says, life give you lemons, make lemonade.
And the squid.
It's a little squid. I probably just had to put something on the banners. I wanted to have the squid holding banners. I chose something at random. I don't think it makes any sense, but hey.
That's pretty good.
Little angry robots. Oh my god, I was like 15 when I made these. I don't know if it's Pokemon fan art, but it feels Pokemon-y.
Is that a bear?
It is a bear. It is a bear.
Whoa.
Hold on. I don't know. The camera only... There we go. I gotta tilt it a bit. Because then the...
You should scan this and put it on Gumroad for everyone to see.
I should scan this. Make people pay to see it. Oh, here's some unfinished Pokemon fan art. I just did some very basic line art and never really touched it again.
Whoa, is that Umbreon?
That's Umbreon.
I'm so good.
It's so good. Let's see,
That's epic.
I've even
that
done
goes
some
hard.
drawing. That's some Valdevia lore, deep Valdevia lore. This is some kind of dinosaur. I just made it up, I guess. I don't know if it's a dinosaur.
I can't believe you were a dino kid.
I was a dino kid. I was absolutely a dino kid.
Can't we download these or even mint them?
You can. I'll let you. Only you mint them, Sam. You are allowed to mint my work into the blockchain. Everyone else isn't. It's a kind of pilgrim guy, I think. But he has some cool patterns.
A wizard.
A wizard. I think it was a pilgrim.
Oh my god, one of the funniest things from Face Off was their design. They had to design a guy, and they're like, this guy messed with the wizard's wife. He messed around with the wizard's wife, and the wizard turned him into a dragon.
Oh, no. Oh my god, what a deep cut. Did these patterns with ballpoint pen, turned them into an owl.
Whoa. I thought you were about to show us Homestuck Game Grumps trolls, you know?
I never watched, I never got into Homestuck, thankfully. So I never had.
There was this really cute person that was into them in high school, so I over and over again tried to read Homestuck just so I can
Oh my god.
just so I could understand, but I couldn't do it.
That's very cute. Thankfully, yes. See, I was, so that's something, like, I've been extremely on the internet forever, but I was never on a fandom. I don't think I was ever on a fandom. My way of watching media is like, I just watch it, enjoy it, and then move on. Like, I've never been like too obsessed with anything. Maybe Spore was a thing for a long while, but there was a community there. That's a fandom. I don't know. It's a small community.
Yeah, I was in fandoms, but I never made any friends. I just posted content, and that was it.
So you know
People
it
like
deep into it. You were just like doing
no,
fine
like
art and moving on.
I never fell into any drama because I never really talked to anyone. Like really, the only community I've ever really actively talked to people with was like, I guess the Yakuza community and then the horror community. Not the actual Yakuza, but the video game.
The Yakuza. Kieu has ties to the Yakuza.
Oh my god.
Discovered on stream. We should all get matching sport tattoos, says Sam.
Oh my god, yeah, we should all get matching sport tattoos. Here, you get an omnivore, I'll get a herbivore.
Oh my god. I used to play herbivores. What's the name of this species? I had there was in this little community, we all had like, I guess, personas or little like avatars that were creatures that we had made. And my guy, my little persona species was called orejos, like ear guys, I guess, something like that. It was literally the tiniest possible head you can get in Spore, with the largest possible ears and some eyes like popping out. It was extremely ugly, and I guess that was the joke. But like, still orejos. I remember. I'll fish them out. And because
you know what you should do?
Yeah.
It's technically not playing a video game. You should do a Spore stream where all you do is create Spore creatures.
Oh my god, I should. Because the campaign is not like the campaign. The main game, I guess it's like very, very simplistic. Every stage, it doesn't have like that much depth. It's not too fun to play. Like, it's okay. It's just the fun part is creating the creatures. I should make a creature creating stream. That's a very good idea, and I'll actually note it down.
Yeah, I'm full of nothing but good ideas. Don't worry about it.
Or creature stream. Oh my god. We'll make horror creatures on Spore. Every creature on Spore is horror in a way.
The things people made on Spore were incredible. Someone made the YouTube logo in there.
Oh my god, there was everything. Like, people were incredibly proficient at it. Very, very people like applied the very limited parts very creatively to make some wild stuff. Apparently the E3 demo was wild compared to what the game ended up being. Yeah, I think there was a lot of overpromise and they kind of like turned the aesthetic into more kid-friendly things. So a lot of people were disappointed when Spore came out. But I was a kid. I was literally the target audience. So I didn't mind. I didn't even know about the drama. I just saw a cool game about creating creatures. And I was like,
yeah. I didn't even I literally cried and shit myself every day until my uncle somehow got it for me.
Yes. Good old manipulation.
Good old guilt trip. I remember as a kid I was really into Wizard 101 and I guilt tripped my neighbor into buying me a subscription.
Oh my god.
I was an evil kid.
You were evil.
I was kind of a bad kid. I've said this story before. So one of my old neighbors, he was very, very Americanized. He never really talked to people that weren't from America before meeting my family. My family is Vietnamese, and my dad and mom both immigrated there to America. So he believed anything I told him about Vietnamese culture, and I had this man believe that Vietnamese people thought that if turtles were walking away from your house, it means horrible bad luck. And he believed me because after I told him that, the tree in front of his house fell. And so he's like, the Vietnamese were right. He just then believed for the rest of his life until he died that if turtles walked away from your house, that means you're about to have bad luck.
That's amazing, though. I love it.
He believed a lot of things that I would tell him, and keep in mind I was like 3 or 4. So
oh my god, that's fantastic.
And then also I've told this story to my friends so many times. And I'll tell it here. Why not? I went to Catholic school. I was raised Buddhist, so I didn't really know that much about Christianity aside from what they taught us at school. And we had an assignment where we had to write an essay about a specific saint, and the saint I got was Saint Nicholas.
Oh my god.
My mom wanted me to believe in Santa Claus, and if I had to do this assignment, I would have found out Santa Claus was dead. So this guy,
Oh my god.
he was like, my mom told him, you have to make sure that Kieu still believes in Santa Claus after this assignment. So he sat me down and said, hey, so, you know, Saint Nicholas was a real person and he's dead, but God sends him down every year for Christmas to still give toys to people.
Oh my god.
Like, as like kind of like an angel. And what I got from that was, oh, Santa Claus is a ghost that steals toys from the mall for kids. That's what I got out of that story. He told that to me, and I was like, okay, Santa Claus is a ghost, and that's why he can make like the most latest Xboxes, because he would steal them from the mall.
That's amazing.
And the best part is, I, with my whole chest, did a presentation to a group of second graders in my grade that were all super Christian and believe in Santa Claus. I was like, Santa Claus is dead, guys, but don't worry. He is a poltergeist that steals toys. And he phases through into your house and leaves the toys there for you.
That's very scary. Next Christmas, you should do some horror, like Ghost Santa.
Ghost Santa art. You should do that, honestly.
I should
do
a
camera of a Santa apparition leaving toys.
I mean, I've done something similar already, just more physical than ghostly. But honestly, it could go both ways. That's amazing.
Oh man, I was a wild kid. All I did as a kid, my aunt that had to babysit me hated me because all I did was sing the Willy Wonka song from the Johnny Depp movie.
Oh my god, from that one too.
Yeah.
God, I remember that they played that movie for us in English class, and they played it in English, and I think they just had nothing to do with us, so they played that movie like over and over. That and Shrek. For some reason, my exposure to Shrek and to Willy Wonka, the Willy Wonka Johnny Depp remake, was through English class. I have no idea why they chose Shrek of all things. But
wow.
We watched Shrek in school. That was amazing.
A kid's movie that makes me go insane is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I don't know why, but if you were to put it on right now, I would just start getting really irritated and angry for some reason.
I don't know what that movie is, but that seems wild.
That movie sucked. It was a Cartoon Network, and like, it was Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, but then Grandpa tries to sue Santa Claus for vehicular manslaughter or some shit like that. Because, you know, to the world, it looks like he killed someone. I hate that movie. My mom loves Shrek, though. She used the soundtrack of Shrek for her wedding.
No, you're kidding.
That was her wedding soundtrack, the soundtrack to Shrek.
All Star played in her wedding.
Yes, and every time last time we visited family, it was in Vietnam.
Yeah.
My mom, to an entire crowd of people that didn't know English, sang All Star, and I watched as like all of my uncles and aunts were just sitting there, not really sure what she was doing. It was very funny.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's great.
I just have this picture in my mind of like All Star playing in a wedding. That's fantastic.
And All Star playing to a whole crowd of people that don't even know English.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh god. Okay, Kieu. We've been live for
oh my god, yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Should we wrap it up then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, it's been a blast. Kieu, you're great. And I love seeing
you're great too. Thank you for having me. This has been fun. It's making me want to stream again.
Yes, please do. Please do. I'll raid you when I can, like when we're streaming at the same time.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get back into the friend group chat and have everyone like immediately start tearing me to shreds.
Please, I'll be there. Currently, I'll be there right after the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap it up then. Thank you so much, Kieu.
No problem. Thank you. That was a fun and anxiety-inducing and wild.
Okay, Kieu, I'll see you right now in group chats, and people
Alright.
will be tearing. They'll be tearing both of us apart, so that'll be fun. I'll be there for us.
Alright. Good night, gamers.
Good night, Kieu.
Good night.
Okay. And let me see. Where's Q's little avatar? There we go. We're on our own now. Y'all, I hope you had fun. Next week, no, 2 weeks from now, don't miss it. We have Chris Straub coming, and we're going to talk about Local 58. We're going to talk about Candle Cove and Creepypasta and all sorts of things. It's going to be a blast. Everyone, I hope you tune in for that. And let me put some music to call it a day. Yes, I said it before, but I guess a lot of people missed it. We're gonna have Chris Straub, and yes, it's gonna be great. I don't know what segment I'll do with it. We'll see. We'll have to talk it over. I'll keep you guys in the loop. You will see. And apart from that, tomorrow, Monday, I'll be doing an art stream. So Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, at the same hours today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I do art streams, so tune in for that if you like that kind of thing. And if you don't, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Okay, y'all. Take care.